So you know of them sort of. This is a similar sort of game where you build a deck ahead of time, and your goal is to knock your opponent down to 0 hit points. Now, unlike games like that, like Magic the Gathering, you're not the way you're playing. You're not like summoning monsters to fight your enemy. Your deck represents, you're like a powerful fantasy character, and so the cards you have represent actions your characters play, like spells you're casting, or blocking or counters, that sort of stuff. And so the other aspect we have about that is the grid. You have not only you have a deck, but you have a character model that you can move around, and you're fighting your opponent who's on the other side of this 4x4 arena. Make sense so far? Mm-hmm. Cool. So let's talk about the primary way you play. Let's start. Now that I've looked at this, let's shuffle this real quick. Let's have each of you go ahead and draw 5 cards. All right. So yeah, just go ahead and kind of get a sense for what an Ivion card looks like. We'll bring up concepts as we get to them, and we'll be introducing things as they come up. So let's take a look at an Ivion card. All right, Dean. So there are 2 primary resources in Ivion. There are actions and there are power.
Can you give me the name of a card you're looking at?
Yeah. So I'm looking at Shift right now. So all cards cost some amount of actions, and cards either cost or generate some amount of power. So other cards, see, let's take a look at Raven's Eye here. See, it costs 0 actions, but it costs 1 power. That makes sense? Mm-hmm. So here's the other thing. At the start of every turn, you gain 3 actions, but you never gain power outside of playing cards. So, and it's very, very hard to gain actions outside of just the 3 you get every turn. So, the other thing you could do with resources is move. You can spend 1 of your actions to move to an adjacent tile. You can do that as often. You can do actions as often as you want during your turn, as long as you have the resources to pay for them. Now, why would you want to move? Well, there's one other thing about playing cards, is there's range. So let's take a look at your hand. So, yeah, see Ice Bolt there? There's a green number in the middle left. That is the range of the card. That card is a range of 2, so you would have to be that close to your enemy. Now in Ivion, there's no diagonal, so this counts as a range of 2. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Great. So, at the start of your turn, you gain 3 actions, you gain an initiative, which I'll talk about in a second, and you draw a card. However, on the very first turn, you don't draw, you skip your draw. So we'll have you go first. So, you gain 3 actions, you gain an initiative. Initiative is very simple. You can't save this up over turns, which you can for resources. You can use your initiative once during your turn to move to an adjacent tile for free, or draw a card for free. Alright, so you have a starting life total, that's that. Those 2 dice over here, you have 40, and your opponent looks like they have 34. So we can set that over there.
Can you give me names for the decks real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. So Dean is playing a Watcher, which has Druid and Cryomancer in it, and Doff is playing Ebon Mage with, it looks like Witch and Manifest.
Cool, thank you.
All right, so you're probably going to want to get in close to use some of those cards.
So much. You can spend an action to do that.
You can spend an action to move, or you can use your initiative to move. Exactly.
I'm still not in range for what I have, so I probably should have came a little closer. Whatever the one is. I'll move it this way.
All right. Now, I think I'm going to bring up these over here. So, are you familiar with Hearthstone?
Yes.
So these are kind of like your hero powers. These are cards that it looks like all the ones we have here have a cost. They can be played just like normal cards. And once you play them, you can't play them again until the start of your next turn. Makes sense? And they kind of can help define how your deck is going to play. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Give me a name of one of Dean's traits.
Yeah, so Icicle, for example, it has the keyword, it's an attack unit, it doesn't do very much damage, it has the keyword advantage, which will trigger when the target is controlled. We'll talk about control in a little bit, but what you need to know about that is there are 3 types of it: slow, silence, and disarm. Some of your cards will say that on it. Those are things you want to do to your opponent, and you don't want to have happen to you. And you can save up resources between turns. So when you are just done with taking actions, you can pass turn.
I think I'm gonna pass.
Although you should use your initiative.
Have you used your initiative?
I haven't.
You always want to use your initiative to either draw a card or move a tile for free.
I guess. What does moving a tile do for me?
So it will get you closer to your enemy. Now, that will be useful because eventually you're going to want to be able to play cards, but you could also just wait and draw a card. There's a bit of a trade-off.
I should probably wait and draw a card.
Oh, there you go.
Draw a card there.
All right.
Now I guess I'll pass.
All right, and I will draw a card per turn. And let's see what we got here. Let's get some resources over here. All right, 3 initiative. I can start by, I can do a movement, and I will move 1, get to the in range a little bit closer, and then I will start with doing by using another action, and I will gain a power here, and I will do 2 damage to target enemy. And you don't have any cards revealed, so I don't get the breach. So you will take 2 damage unless you have a card that stops that action.
So some cards have the instant type. That's going to be indicated by a little purple exclamation point on the bottom left.
Okay.
And
Doff, what's the name of the card you played?
I played this is an ability.
Okay.
So I used Howls of the Lost attack trait.
Howl?
Howls of the Lost.
Howls of the Lost.
H-O-W-L? That's not appearing.
H-O-W-L-S then space O-F.
Maybe I don't have abilities here in the database.
Maybe not. It's just it costs 1 action, generates 1 power, and it deals 2 damage to somebody at range 3. And if that person has a revealed card in their hand, it does an extra damage.
Now, I'm not sure I understand. You may play an attack card targeting an enemy.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, so you're an Ebon Mage. You've got some shadow magic, and your ability, Night Infusion, is kind of part of that whole thing. The way you can think of Night Infusion is you can spend a power to make an attack do 2 more damage and heal you 1 HP.
Oh, so this is the attack
So Night Infusion itself isn't an attack, but you can play it to play an upgraded version of an attack, basically. Does that make sense? So.
Oh, so you get to play it
and some from your hand, or Howls of the Lost, for instance. You could any attack that you can play.
It's kind of like it almost like onto arcane type of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like spliced on almost.
Spliced. So I should have done both together.
Well, should have is I'm not sure, it would cost you power, but yeah.
It would have been
It would be more damage.
Better use of
It
abilities.
It is worth noting in Ivion you can't heal above your maximum hit points.
Right.
So maybe it wasn't. I don't know.
I think I will use my initiative to draw a card.
So Dean took 2 and went to 38?
Yeah. So yeah, he was able to hit you with the Howls of the Lost.
And
So you
then
got a 38.
I think I will use my last action to soothe and then gain a power.
So
So then I'll gain 2 hit points. I'll target myself and gain 2 hit points.
You can't go
Unfortunately,
above
since you
30.
can't go above your maximum hit points.
Oh, you can't go back. This maximum hit points.
Exactly.
Okay, I don't understand. Alright, so that's probably not beneficial.
So you're gonna walk that one back.
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
walk that one back and look at my
You should be
hand.
at 1 and 1.
1 and 1.
Nice try though.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
almost got there. Almost got there.
See, what I do is, as I'm a developer, I just change the rules if I'm losing. Card does less damage now.
I think, oh, I see now also what I could have done as well, so I will save that though. Then I will do this. This will be, no. Does not work. This is what I want to do.
There's the one.
I'm going to Raven Bolt you and do 3 damage to target enemy, and then you reveal a card from your hand. And he'll be able to explain to you how reveal works.
Yeah. So you can go put that in any pile that you feel
So
appropriate.
I'll put this out here so we can see what I did. I did a Raven Bolt ability
Yeah.
attack. And I'm doing 3 to you, and it's got 3 range. 1, 2, 3. And you'll take 3 damage and you reveal a card.
Choose a card.
You just choose any card that you want to reveal to me, and then you put it down on the table, and it stays down for the reveal. You can still play that card. It's just revealed to me.
I'll show you that.
Okay.
So in Ivion,
I've not read all these, so I'm gonna look.
What's that card called?
It
It's
is
Fractal Burst.
Fractal Burst.
Draw a card attached to yourself. Duration 3, gain 1 power.
It's power.
Power is the blue resource.
And I'll put this into my graveyard over here. Well, not graveyard, my discard pile. Excuse me.
thank you, please. So in Ivion, I don't know if he explained it to you. Once the card's revealed, it stays revealed.
Then I get power for this guy. And I will pass the turn to you.
So you were at 1 and 1, and you played that Raven. So you
Oh, so
should
this is
0.
0, yeah. I'm very bad at managing my resources.
Gain my
Sorry,
actions.
We got you to stay on top of me.
Exactly. So you gain 3. Don't go up to 3. So you should be at 4. You can save up resources up to a maximum of 5 fighter. Yeah.
And you gain your initiative. So flip it back to
Yeah. There's 3 things that happen. It's,
I'm going to use an action. And I'm going to move forward there.
Alright, get into range.
Action. No, I already did. And I'm going to use Ice Bolt to deal 3 damage to target enemy, and it says advantage. Deal 2 damage to them, and this card has advantage if the target is controlled.
Which he is not.
Okay.
So it'll do the 3 damage to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you shoot out a bit of ice magic. And yeah, when that resolves.
random shot. That's not actual.
This doesn't discard that.
Yeah.
Okay, what else could I do?
So. Let's see.
Doff went to 31.
I am at
Yes.
31.
31. I think Druidic Lore.
Oh yeah, Druidic Lore.
To seek, look at the top card of your deck, either draw that card or put it into your discard and draw the next card. I'm going to put that card into my discard and then draw the next card. Okay, and I get 2 power for that.
And it costs 1
And it
action.
costs 1 action. This goes here. Then I think, let's see, I still have 2 action
And initiative.
and initiative. So if I use my initiative, do I basically move when
You can-
switching tiles?
Yeah, you can use your initiative to either just move for free or draw a card.
I'll use it to move for free there. And I'll do Slash of Yore. Deal 6 damage to target enemy. Return an attack card with a base resource cost of 1 or less from your discard to your hand. I have Ice Bolt.
And don't forget your.
And yes, I do have to get the
Six,
2 of
right?
those, and that is 1 action. this count as a resource cost of 1 or less?
It would.
And it's a text.
So, another thing, because Doff has seen Ice Bolt, it means it's now revealed. And once something has entered the revealed zone, it is always going to be revealed.
So it goes in here.
Exactly. And now slash of your goes to your discard.
So,
Doff went to 25.
yes.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna say that's where I'm gonna sit.
Okay. All right. Sitting happy at 1 and 1. Nothing wrong with that. All right.
Okay. I think I'll start by soothing.
Alright, so Doff's playing Soothe Spirit to heal 2.
Move to 27. Then I'm going to use my initiative to draw a card.
Yeah. One of
Oh,
those.
then I guess I can signify that I soothed already as a cat.
You can go ahead and flip it over when you signify that it's been used.
Been used.
Soothe Spirit is the
Yes.
what Doff's doing.
Yeah.
So it puts him up to 27.
Yes.
Then I'm going to deal 9 damage with a arrow, and it will silence you
That also costs one action.
one action, and I will silence you for 2 with that.
So 9 damage, silence 2. And now I'm gonna, once that resolves, I'm gonna talk about control.
Also, I changed my overlays, so if you could put the control near your resources, that would be convenient for me.
Now,
So
this card I'll actually need help with.
So you're at 26, and we're gonna put it. So you silence 2. That works there. Is that good there?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk about this real quick before we go into the next card. So control. There are 3 types of control in the game. There is slow, there is silence, and there's disarm. He just played a card that put 2 silence on. Now, notice how on all of these cards, right underneath the range indicator bubble, there is a little banner that has those 3 symbols on it. Now, if you are silenced, you cannot play cards that have that little blue control banner filled in. So for instance, you could not play Fractal Burst because it's affected by silence. But if you look at Ice Bolt, it is not affected by silence. So you could still play it. Does that make sense? So, here's how you get rid of control. Because, great, you can play Ice Bolt, I can't play Fractal Burst. What if I was in some horrible situation like this? I can't play anything in my hand. So, you have to get rid of them somehow. Anytime you spend resources in any way, you gotta get rid of that many instances of control. So let's take a look at this. So let's say you're in this situation. On your next turn, if you played Ice Bolt, you would spend 1 resource to play Ice Bolt. Gain 1 power, and since you spent 1 resource to play Ice Bolt, this silence would go down from 2 to 1. If you did that again, great, you're no longer silenced and you can play Fractal Burst. In addition, during your turn, because let's say you're in the horrendous situation where you can't play anything in your hand, you can just, on your turn, remove control by spending that many resources. That make sense? Alright, so that's control. You can also instant speed, you can control somebody to stop it. Like if you Ice Bolted and Doff in response disarmed you somehow, Ice Bolt wouldn't, its effect wouldn't happen because he got disarmed before it resolved. Alright, that's control. Now you had a question?
No, you just explained it, actually. That was the question, and now I know.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
Now, I will pass the turn.
Okay, so I'll gain that and all of my resources, and I'll draw my card for turn.
Life totals are 26 to 27.
That is what I see.
Okay.
So
I'm a little confused by Dean's 26. I had him at 38, and then he took 9.
Yes.
Oh.
And now he's at 26. I think he's supposed to be at 29.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
that makes
So
sense.
we went different. Okay, so since this doesn't have the blue banner for silence, I can play this and I am within range, so I'm gonna play Ice Bolt. It deals 3 damage to target enemy, and since you're not controlled, I need you to
I'm gonna, in response, I'm gonna play an Ill Omen, and I will slow and disarm you, and silence myself by 1.
Alright, so I'm going to explain something new here, because it does not look like this is gonna stop. That doesn't look like Doff is gonna relent here. Okay, for starters, Illinois has choose one.
Choose one. Oh, so I can only get to choose one. So I'm gonna choose Disarm
Alright, so
in response to negate the Ice Bolt.
So Doff played at instant speed, something that disarmed you. So you played Ice Bolt and you spent a power to play it. Spent an action to play it. Now,
I spent mine
yeah.
to play my negative power.
Now, if you had a response here before this gets on you, you'd be able to respond. However, I don't believe you do,
I don't think I do have any. So.
but it's affected by silence.
Yeah.
So you get disarmed. Ill Omen gives you power. 'Cause-
Right. 1 power, I put it up.
Now, Ice Bolt. Ice Bolt can't resolve anymore because the conditions that it was played at are no longer met. So what happens is it is what we call meta countered. It's not, if a card fails to resolve because its conditions being played are no longer met, it goes to the discard and you're refunded the resources you spent to play it.
Okay.
Some other cards specifically say counter, and those cards you don't get refunded. Does that make sense?
And if I understood this correctly, I silenced myself.
You also
By 1.
silence yourself. Exactly.
Well, okay, so that's fun.
Okay.
Then I guess I'm gonna play Flash Freeze, stun target enemy, and slow one and disarm one.
You gotta remove silence.
So Flash Freeze can't be
Oh, yeah,
played
right.
because you're under a lot of control.
I saw that. No, I didn't. Well, since I can't play
You
anything,
do, however, you could play Shift.
you can do that. Do I want to? At the moment. I guess I will shift to use 1 resource and to gain 1 of these powers.
And you move to an adjacent tile.
Jason Town.
And you can't enter his tile in Ivion.
Then you take
I
1
get-
silence off.
You can choose
Oh,
one
you
of
choose, or you
those.
take the disarm off.
So I'm gonna take the disarm off. And now I can't play that still. 'cause
Alright.
It's got the.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
cards are affected by a lot of different types of control. So you've played Shift, so you can go ahead and flip that one over.
Let's see. Well, I can play Icicle now.
And that might not be a bad idea. He is controlled.
Yes. So I'm gonna play Icicle and deal 2 damage to you, and since you are controlled with advantage, it deals another 1 damage.
So 3 damage. And you can go ahead and go to 2 and 3 to flip that over.
And I can
Get rid of the silences. Exactly.
And I haven't used that yet. What do I want to do? Probably want to play. No, I can't play that yet. I gotta get rid of something. So I guess I'll use this for free. I think I'll use it for a free move. And then can't do that. So then can I use my
could
actions
just-
to get rid of that?
You could use your action or power. You could just spend any resource to remove that last silence.
I'll spend one resource to get rid of this.
Makes sense.
And am I able to still play things, or is that the end of my turn?
Oh, you can play as much as you want if you can, as long as you pay the costs. There is no end to your turn.
Then I'm gonna do Druidic Lore to get 2 of these and to use an action. So I'll get to Seek. I think I want that, so look at the top card, either draw that card. Okay. So then I get to put that on my discard. And I'm going to... Is there a ring? Then that's all I'm gonna do, and I'll pass.
Alright, I'm bring that back up, restore my initiative, draw my card. This moves to 3 for my turn. I think I'll start with the Soothe. I'll gain 2 life.
And your silence.
Oh, right. So I have to do something first. I forgot about the
Correct.
silence. Let's go back
So you're
to
still at
20
24.
Still at 24. So
And
now
you
does
said 20
this
then.
action?
29, correct.
I would have to do an action first
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
to get rid of the silence, correct?
You have to use one resource.
Or
You'd
would
have to spend a resource in some function.
Okay. So let me look at what I've got here and see if there's something worth. I will start by using a power to unsilence myself. That's what I should have done. And then I can soothe, get a power, and an action. Or lose an action. And then you gain go to 26.
So I have a question. Is this technically, if I were to use a range of 2, is that a range of 2?
There is no diagonals in the game.
Then I will do, I think I'm gonna start doing Night Infusion.
Alright.
And I will play my Howls of the Lost attack with it. So this will go down. I will lose an action. And then I will do 2 damage to you. And I will heal myself for 1.
So,
I think
And
27.
This-
so House of the Lost is going to do 3 damage because of
the
breach,
breach,
and then another 2 damage from the Night Infusion.
and then another 2 damage. So you will take 5.
So you should be down to 24.
I gained 1. I was at 26. I go to 27.
Did Howl of the Lost ever have a different name?
And then I gain a power from the
Into
Howls
what?
of the Lost.
Okay.
So I lost 1 and I gained 1, so I got, and then I flip this. These are all done.
Mm-hmm.
You took 3?
5.
5.
So
You're
I'm at
20.
29, 24.
Thank you.
Anything else I should be doing before I do this? I need to draw a turn with my initiative, draw a card with my initiative. And actually, then I will finish by healing myself for 2 more hit points. And I will cost an action, and I gain 2 power. And I go to 29, and then I will pass the turn to you.
Okay, so I regain these. I get my action.
Ooh, you're 4 and 4. You could do a lot of stuff in your turn.
Yeah. Right, so I'm gonna shift. So it should be easier. Just use the action here. Then I'm going to glacialize. Glacialize. Deal 4 enemy to target enemy and silence them for 1.
So you're doing 4 to me?
Yep.
And sending me for 1.
And silence for 1, yes. Uses one of these, and I gain 1 of these. goes here then. Then I'm going to flash freeze for an action, and one of these. Stun target enemy, lose a resource of your choice, of their choice, and they'll slow you for one and disarm you for one.
Oh, he's got one of everything on you.
Then
So the other sides of those would be one.
I am going to standing
Oh, so I should just put one.
attach an empty tile at the end of your turn if you are in it or next to standing stone. Seek. So I'm gonna put standing stone here to use all of this on my
Standing stone, very powerful card.
and then I have one action still. Do you want to save it or
Do you
do
want to save it or use icicle or something else in your head? I suppose.
I do need to do damage on you since you're gaining since you're head right now. Or I could do that. Oh, no, I can't. So I can't do that now. Yeah, like I guess I will icicle and deal 2 damage to you, and since you are controlled, I'll do 3. So it puts you down 1 more.
And the 22.
22.
And I didn't actually use that yet.
So icicle costs 1 action, gives you 1 power.
Yes, so now I have one of this, and I don't have any actions, but I can do that. And I'm going to use it for free move here.
Okay.
And at the end of my turn, if you are in or standing or next to standing stone, seek. So I will look here. Sure, I'll take that. And now it's your turn.
Oh no.
Party foul.
Holy cards! They're everywhere. Oh, I can actually do that while all the things. Alright, so the only way you can get rid of these is by using these.
Yeah.
If I understand this correctly. Oh man, that puts me in a terrible position.
Because you can't use any of those to like activate spells because you have all the controls.
Yeah. Let me see here.
That's my hand right
I think you should definitely try playing that.
So
soon.
I will use 1 power to remove a silence, and then I will. Does this ability only work on me? Yeah, it does.
What ability?
Blackout.
Yeah.
So it's basically to give me power.
Yes.
So I will go ahead and do a blackout, and I will discard a card. And I will discard Rainy Sight, and I will gain 3 power.
But it costs 1 action.
And it costs 1 action.
And because you spend an action, you can get rid of 1 control.
One of those.
Let me look at my hand before I remove that. Yeah, I probably do want to do disarm. And then I think I will go down to 3 here. And I will remove the last debilitating ability.
Oh well, that's not so bad. I mean, if you got rid of all of them, you still got plenty of resources.
Yeah. And then I think I'll do my Night Infusion with the Howls of the Lord again, and I will do 3 to you. With this, when cards, I'll do 2 damage to target and heal them. I'll do 2 to you, and then I'll heal myself for 1.
Does that have a range?
It doesn't have a range. It plays a card that then would then have a range.
Yeah, and then this one has 3 range.
So you're playing Night
within range.
Infusion. And what are you playing off of Night Infusion?
I'm going to play the Howls of the Lost, so this will go. And then we will do 2 damage to target enemy, and then 1 more damage for your revealed card. So you will take 3 more.
So
So 6.
5.
okay. So
And I gain a power, lose the power, gain a power, so it stays the same.
he takes 5, 3 from Howls of the Lost, 2 from Night Infusion, and you heal 1.
Right.
Now, if something happens now that you've been knocked down to 20 or less life,
Dean's at 19, Doff's at 23.
Yeah.
So, you were at 24 beforehand?
Yes.
Okay. So, when a player is knocked to 20 or less life for the first time during the game, they get their, they get their second win. This is kind of a comeback mechanic in Ivion. This is kind of where they brush their hair from on their eyes and they look up and they crack their knuckles, something cool like that. I don't know. So what you do, Dean, is you can set your hand down, face down. You don't want to show him that stuff. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Pick 2 that you want to put into your hand. Put those into your hand and put the rest on the bottom of your deck.
Choose this, choose that. These go down here. Okay.
All right. So now that you've second winded, you can go ahead and continue with your turn, Dolph.
Okay, I will go ahead and draw with my initiative. Interesting. So that lets you travel 3 black flight. Is that how that works?
Yep. So.
Wow. Very interesting. Cards. 2. Do it. This was already resolved in here. Just soothe. Yes, I will go ahead and use my soothe. And I will gain a power of these of my initiative. And I'll gain 2 more life. And I'll go to 25. And I will pass the turn.
So I gain 3, I gain this, I get to draw. Wow, that's a lot. So free action to move, and this action to do that. And I will. I will. From the fog, deal 4 damage to target enemy and slow them 1.
Alright, so I'm going to respond to this fog.
So you are now at 1 and 1 right now. You haven't gained the power from Honey from the fog yet. So he's responding.
I'm going to respond with a Bewitch. And it counter targets the card unless its controller spends 4 resources.
So
Okay,
that's
well,
got.
can't do that.
So you could respond if you wanted to that itself.
I don't have anything to.
You don't have any instance.
I do have this instant, but it's just for me to travel. I don't have anything to come back.
Okay.
Okay. Save myself from dying.
Well, then I guess I'll just. So I didn't. Did I spend anything?
You did spend that one because it was specifically countered. You don't get that resource.
I'm gonna Crystal Strike, deal 3 damage to target enemy, breach, deal 2 damage to them, and travel up to 2 tiles, so take 5.
Now, breach is if I have a revealed card, correct?
Oh.
Yeah.
And I don't have a revealed card currently.
So just 3. And I get to move 2 tiles.
You don't get to remove 2 tiles. That's the part of the breach trigger.
Oh.
So you do get power though.
And that goes there. That goes there. That's great. I guess that's where I'll stay. I'm within Seeker, so.
You are not in or next to. Oh, you can put that. That's fine.
Okay, well, your turn.
let's start with the Night Infusion with the Howls of the Lost again to do the 5 damage and heal myself for 1 and gain. And that stayed the same. So I'll gain the 3, go to 25 again.
What? You gained 3?
Gaining 2.
Gaining
no,
1.
Gaining 1, I'm wrong.
Going to 23.
Going to 23. And then, and these stay the same. He takes 5.
You go down 1 action, correct?
I go down 1 action.
You went from 3 to 1?
I think I took the 1, didn't I? Or
Yeah, you should be at 2.
Should be 2 or 2. Okay. I had it right. And I need to go ahead. I'm going to soothe myself. That's why I was thinking that I was going to 3 because I knew I was going to soothe. That was 5. And so I can go make this go here. And then I will.
And your action goes down 1.
Action go down 1. And before I do anything, I'm going to draw a card. Just in case. This is something I can use right now. Oh. No, that doesn't help you. This isn't interesting. Then I will cast Harrow on you. And that's all my resources. And you are silenced to
Okay. I love that card.
3, 4, 5. Alright, that's 7 cards. You discard below once you're over
At the end of
7.
your turn, yeah, you can you discard cards until you have 7 or less cards in your hand.
Okay.
Because I can't do anything to save myself because I know that okay, so I'm going to get rid of this stupid thing.
Silence is rather annoying.
I'll do this to gain a card. Then I'll miss. Deal 7 damage to target enemy and gain an initiative.
Alright, so now I go below.
You're
which is
18.
18, and I get the second win.
Uh-huh. And so does your draw.
So I can't do that. So I'm gonna, at the end of my turn, seek. Do I want that? Half of. And zip.
Right.
Can't you do 5 damage there? Just do 1 shot.
I can, but that's no fun at all, is it?
Oh, no.
You're gonna play with your
You're
food.
just
Oh.
going. Wow. Even I wouldn't be that cruel to you.
I will just, well, the problem is in order to do anything to you, I have to build up power, so I can't just do that.
Well, that's good. At least you have to do something. Give me time.
It was Neil, right? Neil?
Dean.
Dean.
Oh,
Alright, so let
That's
me
what
look at
it
my
was.
cards here. I have to gain some power
So-
first so I can do anything.
Could have been used in response to the witch to silence, which allowed you to get some stuff through.
Just on that.
There's a lot to take in.
2.
Yeah.
Yes, what are you doing? Can I do that? That doesn't give me.
Alright, so I'm going to start by playing Unison. And I'll gain 2 power. Lose 2 actions. And I will draw 2 cards. And
sitting here waiting, waiting for your death.
He might be
Exactly.
to stop. It sounded like you had something.
That was for the one thing that you did.
Yeah, that was a few resources ago,
And also I have no resources.
of which Dean has none.
Oh, jeez. Alright, so then I will just, I will
Oh.
deal Shadow Lance you and deal hammer damage
Right
to
through the
enemy.
soul.
Sorry, I did have to
Those
think
are-
about how to
yeah.
get my power and
Those
what
aren't
to
there
do.
anymore.
So that's Ivion. Dean, that makes sense. As from a learning the rules standpoint, was there any to pick up?
It was. I just needed to do something. I had all these great damage cards in my hand, but I didn't have enough action or power to do that.
Yeah, I think you picked it up pretty well. It seemed like you got it. Do you want to try to
Yeah.
avenge yourself? All right, you should shuffle up the cards and reset the things. You keep those with you.
Yeah.
Same opponent, same decks.
I can't. Yeah.
Or you could also turn the tables if you want to see what it looks like on the other side.
I like this deck.
All right, cool.
Watcher
Can't just
starts
go
at
all
40,
in
every
my
mate starts at
deck
34.
and it's no fun.
Correct.
It was kind of nice that I could just sit here in this one spot and never move, just lob spells to they're all free.
Having the range advantage can really be nice. One of the interesting things about the initiative system is you want to pretty much always using your initiative to draw a card.
Right.
So you want to be in the favorable position so you can draw your card and force your opponent to use their initiative to move to a favorable position. So there's kind of a cat and mouse sort of thing there, and range 3 is a lot of times, it has a lot easier time using those initiatives to just draw cards.
Yeah. What is the disadvantage to range?
Disadvantage to range? Proportionally, range is nothing but advantage, but that means cards that are of a -1/+1, that's range 3, will do less damage than -1/+1, that's range
Okay.
1. For instance, you have a card, Raven Bolt, I believe, in your deck, that's
Right.
-1/+1, deal 3.
And then,
Warrior has a -1/+1, deal 6.
okay.
So there's a significant damage bonus for being in range 1.
Yeah, range 10, but the range on that damned warrior it's like one tile.
It is 1. Yeah.
Does make sense. And then the Raven Bolt hits yourself too. It silences you too, right?
I think that's
That's different.
Evan Bolt, I believe.
Oh, it is Evan Bolt.
Yeah.
But it looks like you can cast your Evan Bolts even during silence, as long as you're not disarmed.
Correct. Yeah, one of the things that the Evan Mage particularly does is can cause control to themselves, and then use Night Infusion to play out cards through that control that they're putting on themselves. Alright,
Draw 5.
so Dean, what did you think?
I like the game.
I'm glad to hear that. There's a lot to it. There's definitely a lot to pick up. But at this point, I'm pretty comfortable with you all know how to play. I'm gonna be still watching and studying, but I might go out there and make sure it's gonna go there. But I'll be back in a second.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, it seems like you guys got a good handle on it. Excuse me.
Goodness,
Absolutely.
okay. Right. Such a small range. Here's my initiative. Let's draw a card. And then Druid's Lord. What do I do with this? I have to seek. I have a lot of those. I'll put that card in my discard drawer next turn. There we go.
Alright. I will flip my initiative. I will gain 3 action. I will put my health at the correct level.
It's
of
34.
Yes.
And I will draw for turn. I will use 2 action points to move closer. then I will do a reveal spirit. And power, lose an action point, and I will, target player reveals 2 cards from their hand, and I draw a card. And then I will draw a card from my initiative, which I probably should have done beforehand, and then I will pass the turn eagle.
Okay, so it's a reaction. Here's my initiative.
That was the
Initiative to here.
Get that reveal spirit out of the battlefield.
yeah. If you could place that reveal screen with this card.
I'm
Looks like an
going
aura,
to
and I'm
use
confused.
Sleep Blast to deal 4 damage to you, and you get 1 disarm. And I do this, and one of these this way. Ooh, there's something here. I had something. I had, and then use an action to move there. And then I'll do a mist to deal 7 damage to target enemy. And minusing 2 of that, and action I need to do. And I gain 1 of those.
I missed both life total changes. Did you just take 11 this turn, Doff?
Yeah.
You're
Yes.
at 23.
Yep.
Oh, it looks like it's going a little different this time.
Hey, we're not dead yet.
Doff's just getting closer to his
Yeah.
single age.
There you go.
What are you talking about?
It's
You
not even
gotta-
his final form.
Single age rush.
You gotta die soon. Then I will from the fog for no action and 1 of these to deal 4 damage to you and give you 1 slow.
Wow.
4 damage? So
Yes.
I'm at 19, so I already get to the second
It's a
win.
second win.
The flavor on that was sweet. I'll mist and then I'll from the fog.
Oh yeah, you just.
Then I'll use my second initiative.
Fun fact:
to move
Mist
there.
is the one of the 2 cards that I commissioned the art for. I didn't do the art, but I wrote down what I wanted the art to be, and so it looks just kind of different from the other ones. And it's one of my pet favorite cards because of it.
Yeah.
It's also sweet. Getting an initiative is super
Yes,
fun.
Oh, that wasn't from the fog you're talking about.
Okay.
No.
Which card was that about?
In Mist.
It missed. Let me bring that one back up.
Yeah.
Now I'm ready.
Okay, Dad. Your turn.
Okay. Start with that. And these are all already open. I get some actions. And let's see what I can do. You have me once. You don't have me silenced. I'll start by
Not at the moment.
Ooh.
start by healing myself. Now, because I spent an action, I get to remove a thing. Is that how that's?
Yes.
Correct.
Alright. So and then I gain 2, so this goes to 3 power.
That's assuming, of course, the dean lets it resolve, which it
Yeah,
probably
so-
does.
Yeah. Spirit Surge, is that resolve? And then I healed myself 2, so I go to 21.
That was Suit Spirit?
Spirit Surge.
Spirit Surge, that's the one.
Oh. What is dang it?
Oh, and I get to remove one of these, which I did
Yes.
not do.
Which you didn't.
I was looking at my cards to figure out which one I should be removing, which it's this one. It's positive.
You're not supposed to be sure in this game. You're supposed to allow me to handle it.
Then I think I will Night Infusion. Now, does it work the same way when I negative power? I can remove a...
Correct. Yeah, so you can Night Infusion
Night
and get
Infusion.
rid of that disarm before you play that attack.
And I'll do that. And then I can do other things in my hand, I think, that are more beneficial.
See, you don't get it, Venus. No matter who wins, I win, because I designed the game.
It's true.
going on here. Okay, so this is what I want to do. So I'm going to curse both of you, or attempt to curse both of you, and go to 0 power, and then I will deal 4 damage to target enemy, and then I will breach, slow 1, and silence 1. Then I will cast a blackout and discard a card. Discard though. And discard a. Oh, I should probably do that too. But that's my weakest card, the discard. So I'm gonna do that and then gain 3 power.
And spend an action on that one.
Let's spin the action. And I probably should do all, I should really be drawing this card first, and I keep making that mistake. But I haven't used this attack either, but I don't know that I want to.
Didn't you use Night Infusion?
I did use Night Infusion. So we
Yeah,
put
use
that-
Night Infusion and a Soothing Surge.
Spirit Surge is a different
Calm
card,
Spirit. I
Surge.
used, yeah.
which is a card you didn't use.
Yeah, but does it take an
Spirit.
action?
Yeah, I didn't use Sooth
Spirit
Spirit.
Spirit Surge does cost an action, but it's
No.
not Sue Spirit, so it's not one of his 3 feats.
Got it.
So this is the management of this deck is a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to draw a
Did
card
Jarl.
with my initiative.
Jarl's a little on the simpler side.
Oh, here we go. I don't need to do that though.
Doff's go-to Jarl strategy is run scared and then die.
I wasn't running. I was trying to build like an attrition. It was working. You just had so much card advantage. I couldn't compete. Like I needed to trap you, and then I had enough damage to kill you with just 4 and 4.
He was just too squirrely to.
He kept going in 1 and then back out, and then in 1 and back out, and I couldn't get out enough to make more traps.
The damn little Hume was too small
Yeah.
for you.
Well, the first game I trapped him in a corner and just beat the turd out of him. So
Oh, it's awful.
that I was trying different strategies to learn. My other strategies just didn't work.
If I play this card, since it gets rid of 3 resources, do I basically get rid of both of this?
Alright, so I will go ahead and pass. Sorry for the long turn, but there's like, I have so many things to read.
It's completely understandable.
It's dragging him.
Okay, so I'm going to reaction. Actually,
There's another thing actually, Dean. I don't think I brought this up. If you are slowed, you also can't move or use your initiative to move.
so then I'm going to use Icicle for 1 action. Get rid of that. Icicle deals 2 damage to you, and since you don't have a revealed card, it doesn't do the advantage.
Don't control.
Yeah, I don't have control, so. No advantage there.
And again, 2 power.
Get 1 power.
I'll give you. I'm going to use one of those to get rid of this. Actually, do I need to do that? Actually, this doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Now I'm going to use this to move.
But you can't move unless you're slowed. If you're slowed.
I'm not slowed.
You are
I'm
slowed.
disarmed.
Oh, you
I got
removed
rid
the
of
wrong
slow.
disable.
Yeah, you get
You
can
did
fix
the
it,
opposite
though.
direction. This is
You got-
disarm. This is slow.
I didn't have disarm.
You had silence and slow. You
Yes.
actually got rid of that.
Slowed.
So you should be silenced if you wanted to.
Yeah.
There it is. And then initiative. Okay.
Yeah, I'm moving.
Perfect.
And yeah, I'll use this to get rid of that.
Get rid of the silence.
Yes. No, just to get rid of that.
Use the spell to get rid of the slow.
I used
You put icicle, which got rid of the slow.
yeah, it gained 1, which put me
So
to
you
3.
should be at 2 and 3.
I know, but then I used 1 resource to get rid of it.
No, because you spent a resource to play icicle, you got rid of the slow.
Anytime you
Oh.
use any resource, you get rid of 1
So
power.
now you're like that, but you're still silenced.
Changes things. I will use this on these to get rid of that.
Okay.
Then use 1 action to slash of your deal 6 damage to you.
Ooh, slash of your.
Okay. So then I will. I'm gonna respond with an ill omen.
So, Illwoman does.
Slows and disarms.
It's an or. Which one do you want to do to him?
Oh, I will
Disarm.
disarm to negate the.
So your
slash.
disarmed one, which means slash of your gets meta countered. It goes to the discard, and you're refunded what you spent to play it. So you're still at 2 and 2. You were at. All right, and your silenced one.
I am.
Doff is.
Yes.
He is.
I'm silenced one from my ill omens part of
Dang it, can't use that. Can, however, can't do that either. Sometimes. I can't play that though. I can do this.
Yep.
I can Crystal Strike to deal 3 damage to you.
You also can play those cards. By the way, that was the ones, but.
It is correct. And I can get one of these. And then I can slash him again.
Another one?
Another slash of your name.
Yes, and that does 6. And this gets rid of that.
And you get to return a card from your discard.
Oh, I do, with a resource cost of 1 or less, which I believe is every single one of these, so.
Except for miss.
Yeah. Yeah, because that takes 30. Yep. Wow.
And it has to be an attack.
It does. So that's an ability.
If something was, let's say, +2, -3, would that count as a resource cost of -1?
Nope. Its cost is 3.
Okay.
Good question.
Because, yeah, I guess there's no attack that adds actions.
And there won't be for, I hope, never.
I will take from the fog.
Alright, so that's revealed.
Okay.
So, you know everything. Doff, you have perfect information.
Oh, I'll have to read those before I can do anything.
Kill him, Doff.
Yeah.
He's only got 36. You got him on the ropes?
Yeah. Totally. Did you take 6? I think you did.
I have him at 10.
I'll believe you.
10?
Yeah.
Yeah, Doff is at 10.
I'm at 10.
Okay.
Dean's at 36.
Cool.
I don't cheat. Not on purpose.
You occasionally knock over that action dice.
Yeah.
I'm
really
really
bad
bad.
with
It's
it.
probably a 5.
What?
Yeah, it was definitely.
I don't believe half of this. I'm lying.
I'm bad at controlling the dice, not on purpose though, just because I'm just slow at the game yet. Right, so draw for turn. Alright, gain my 3 actions.
Okay.
Alright.
You did it. What was the resources I hold? I didn't use that also.
Alright. Go hard for mission. Do that right yet. I'm going to Nightfall, draw 2 cards, which isn't affected by silence, and ignores control entirely.
So that gives you your silence.
Oh, does it? On top of that? 'Cause
Since
I
you spent resources.
Since I spent resources,
Yeah.
cool. That's very good. Alright, so that's very helpful.
And Nightfall is one of the better card draw engines in the game. Or not so much engine, just card drawing cards.
I'm going to black out, discard a card.
Were you at 2 actions there? You went down to 1, or were you at 3?
He was at 3.
You should be down to 2.
I think I just knocked it over. It was supposed to go 2. And then I will go to 5 here.
It's probably a 5.
I've like bumped it over.
Oh, whoops.
And then I will harrow you, and do 9 to you.
Okay. I'm 27.
And silenced? No, yeah, you're definitely silenced too. You have nothing but revealed cards in your hand.
And I didn't do this, so I'm going to do that. I will. I can do that if I wanted to.
Only do silence. Ooh, wow. That's really good. Okay. So first off, from the fog, deal 4 damage and slow you.
Okay, that one seems like a good one to bewitch.
Oh wait, I can do this.
You don't have any resources to play it.
Dang it, I don't.
They're also silent. Oh, it's only
Dang it. Can you stop?
Oh.
Just die.
I don't want to die yet.
Take it.
So you wanna fight this this witch, but witch is just too captivating and bewitching.
So this goes.
So you discard, and you lost that action you spent playing.
He should have targeted the A-Witch, but instead he targeted the B-Witch.
Oh god, ow, that hurts.
Nailed it.
Oh man.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do Ice Bolt. Ice Bolt, so 3 damage.
Alright, go to 7. Where are you at? You're at 27. Alright, so I need to start gaining health.
Toss at 7.
And
Oh, yeah.
here it is. Then I'm gonna do Icicle to deal 2 damage to you. And that puts this at 0. And now I'll do Raven's Eye.
You gained a power from Icicle.
Okay.
Then you can use Raven's Eye.
Now I'll do Raven's Eye.
What does Raven's Eye do?
Actually, I think I could have done this this time. Are we able to redo one thing?
That's not up to me.
Yeah.
That's up to Doff there.
And then are we able to do redo one?
If it kills me, no. Yeah,
It shouldn't. Okay.
Redo it.
I'm just gonna redo
Where do I
this.
go?
So we're pre-icicle, so he's at 7.
7?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And means I will wonder, and it's also,
So you're 1-1 right now.
I should be at 1, yeah.
1-1 right now, and you're using Wonder.
Yes.
So for 1 power, you're silence 2ing him.
Yes, silence to okay. And then I'm going to use my last action to Icicle, which does 2 damage, and then another 1 because of advantage, so it does 3.
There you go. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm at 4.
Yes. And then
And that gives you power.
yes, and then I will use my initiative to draw a card. Okay. And what does it do? Oh,
Oh, 4 damage, convenient. I didn't actually see the card.
yeah. Okay, your turn. If only I had gotten that one first card. My entire plan was to do that from the phone.
That would have been pretty cool.
I could have won.
You would you have killed him? Yeah, you would have,
Yeah,
'cause-
because I would have had the control on both the
And the 5
bolts
damage from the
and
from itself from the bug itself.
Mhm.
That was a good card to counter there.
Yeah, I might have to do that. It's not fun
Alright.
when you have to counter everything.
Counted 1 thing, or 2 things, I guess.
That feels like it ruined my
One of the interesting things about Ivion compared to Magic. Oh, I want to explain this guy.
What is this card called?
Well, this is Black Flight. I think Doff's doing the tried and true strategy
No panic.
of leaving the scene, going somewhere else.
So, Black Flight, I give myself a 3rd silence.
But you also paid for one of the silences.
So I take 1 out. Okay. And then, yeah, I did. And I gained a power. I was trying to gain a power on purpose. And then I think my only real options right now are that's 2. I think that's, so I can do this gain a power. So I'm going to do my Night Infusion where I do 2 to you and I gain a life because you have I go to 5. And this stays the same, and then I'm going to House of the Lost to you, lose an action, gain a plus, and I will do 2 damage to you plus 1 for the revealed, so I do 5 to you, and then I'm going to
do 3.
and then I'm going to soothe.
Heal for 2.
And heal for 2, go to 7.
So I believe Dean's at 20, Doff's at 7.
I'm at 22.
Oh, he did the 5 total, not 2 and 5. Got it.
These are all used.
So if I was at 20, I would get the.
Draw cards.
So yeah.
You were still within 3.
Yeah, just like in blackjack in Ivion 21.
Oh, and I used 2 actions there, right? So I
You
used
did.
2, so I'm not silenced anymore.
Dang it.
And I haven't used my initiative,
Base.
so I should draw a card. I should be doing that earlier. It's not happening right now. Okay. I'll pass the turn to you.
Okay, so.
If you got me, you got me. I ran to my corner.
Ooh, yay. Fun times.
But now you have to get closer, right?
You're on within 2.
Aw.
So, gonna do Glacialize to 4 damage to you and silence you with 1.
That gives you power.
It does.
You
And
go.
then I will Icicle, which does 2 damage, and then at advantage because you're controlled, it does 3.
Oh man.
Nice.
This is cheating.
Well, Dean was not going to be made a fool the second
I
time.
tried. I wasn't getting the. I thought that
Holy moly.
one slow or making him lose all his resources, but he got them all back, and I'm like, that was supposed to slow you down.
Now you got to knock over Dean's dice and accidentally reset them. Oh, sorry.
That was probably a 5.
You're
That's
one.
why we have someone watching the game.
Yeah.
They can't do that.
Keeping an eye.
I've got it on camera.
Just for me,
exactly.
right?
So much
Because
protection.
I'm bad at managing my resources.
So, how was game 2, D?
Game 2 is a lot better.
Definitely went a lot better.
Yeah.
No kidding.
What? It's fun to win?
I was able to do damage at the beginning and not just sit there like a duck.
I want to try more Jarl. I don't know how he works against Druid though.
Do you want
You wanna
to
find
track
out?
down a Jarl deck?
Yeah, I can maybe go find one. Horse and horse and just build one up. Yeah, I'll go find one. Hold on.
I'm gonna run out of water if that's alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to music. We're gonna pause for a minute.
Taking a slight intermission break.
Hopefully our
Front
video is
page.
interactive. I don't know how it plays out on camera.
Yeah, I don't know either. We've had about 2 viewers the whole time. what you're doing, and we can just fire up?
I know what I'm doing. I just gotta get my my dude back.
I know what I'm doing, I think.
You gotta get your dude back.
My stuff.
Yeah.
These are the things, right? Or no? I don't know.
They're gonna say trait.
They'll say trait.
Yeah.
Oh, ability trait. So, this one's a different version.
This is a different Jarl.
Yeah, he gets to travel one target. This is way different. And it's a. Is that a plus? No, it's a
No,
minus.
it's still a
action.
minus, but it generates a power when you do it.
Yeah, that was what I was missing in that other build.
No, you were missing actions.
Actions for. Oh yeah, I was getting power, wasn't I? But I didn't have anything to do with the power. Like it was like this resource. I had like 5 the whole time, right?
And now you've got that
Yeah.
Druidic Right.
Yeah,
which
now you can look.
draws cards.
Yeah, seek.
yeah.
It's like scry.
It
Except
is.
You get to draw it.
Yeah. Do we want to go live?
I'm ready.
I'm ready enough.
Do we want to roll to go first? Oh, Jarl starts at 44 health.
Dang it, you have more health than me. Stop.
More health.
Watching Undercover Brother.
Watch your Jarl. Does Jarl have a class name?
And he starts with, on my turn, a mitigate 1. Warrior. He'd be-
Warrior. Okay.
And then we should roll a die.
So Dean, that mitigate 1 means basically every turn he'll ignore the first damage you do.
I roll. Oh, you can do that. You can go first.
So, if I attack him, he doesn't take damage the first time?
It's not the first attack. If you attack him for 3, he'll take 2 that turn. But then all the rest of your attacks will deal full damage.
Oh.
He mitigates 1 point of damage a turn.
He's probably like a dwarf or something. He's got like a super.
He's a giant.
His name is Jarl.
Why can't his name be Carl?
Jarl!
I already don't want I kind of like him. No preciseness than 5.
Okay. I have totally different things now.
No.
Alright.
Why wouldn't you? You plan to do that. Okay. Are we ready this turn? I'm ready this turn.
Yep, looks good. And you don't draw on your first turn when you go first.
That is true.
Cool.
I probably forgot multiple times to draw. What do you do?
You don't need cards.
Yeah.
What are they good for?
Yeah. Okie dokie. To get to you, I'm going to use my initiative.
This is better for me. He's coming to me.
Hey, I always moved 1 forward and 1 to the left on turn
I
1.
feel like there needed to be another row of spaces to make you have to come further.
And, let's see. Ooh, can I actually hit you? No. It's diagonal. So.
Yeah, he is 4 away right now.
Your turn. Go ahead.
Just call me a go ahead.
Okay. Jarl.
Jarl!
Jarl the Carl. Go for it. Go for it, Carl. I believe you. Surely great.
Can you name it?
It is Banner of the Jarl. I gain a power, and I spend 1 action point. Start of your turn, if you are in or next to this tile, remove up to 2 instances of control from yourself.
Does that work for me too?
No. It's an aura on me. Or it's an aura, yeah, it's just an aura. It doesn't.
An aura on a. I assume it only works for Jarl.
Yeah, yeah.
But
it
we
says
can
Jarl.
go.
It has his name on it. It says Jarl.
I can go ask a judge if you want me to.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
I'm fine either way.
I'm fairly certain.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
fine.
But let's just make sure.
You can't do it in
going to use this ability to get another this and minus and go here.
Yeah, confirmed. It only affects the owner of the banner.
Alright.
If it says you, it refers to the controller.
I will go here with my last action. And then I will Druidic Right with my last 2 power. And I will look. I'll go ahead and draw that.
Okay.
And no damage was dealt, right?
No damage
Nope.
was dealt, but we're right next to each other, so it's about to happen.
It's about to happen.
Yeah,
And then you
let's
just
say that.
punching each other for point blank for the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So that ain't gonna happen because I don't really like that. So I'm gonna bring it.
Hey, get back over here.
And I have so much action points because I had nothing to use them on. Sleep Blast. 4 damage and disarm 1.
Okay.
Sorry, what was that called?
Sleep Blast.
Sleet.
How much did you do?
4.
4. So
The first one was mitigated.
Yeah, first one's mitigated.
Yeah.
So 40.
1.
Okay. And then with your disarm, I'll do Ice Bolt. And with advantage, it does 5 damage.
36.
And I get 2. Then I will Cold Snap for minus 1 of these, and it does 2 damage plus the 1 advantage, so 3. That's a lot.
Ooh, that's a lot. Jesus.
Then I'll do Icicle, which does 2 damage plus another 1, so 3.
Put you at 30?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 2 and 2. Then I'll move over 1 to do a miss, which does 7 damage, and I gain an unexpended initiative token. So 7 damage.
Is that initiative token, or do you get 1 action?
I
He gets
gain
1 initiative.
Initiative token.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you take 7.
I take 7 more?
7 more.
Jeez. But then you're out of resources.
You're at 23. Yeah, but he has initiative.
Yeah, you have initiative, so I can move or draw a card or whatever.
Okay.
And then I will initiative to move away from you. Go.
Alright, so, flip this, I get a mitigation, I remove up to 2 controls.
You did 24 damage that turn.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Yeah.
Seems fine.
I don't even start, how did you have enough resources? Crazy.
He started with 5, because all he
Yeah.
did on turn 1 was move once.
I moved once and used my initiative, and I, like he said, 5. And I had a lot of things that were at range too. You just happened to move there, so
Alright,
it's all perfect.
initiative to move 1.
Too much trouble.
Alright, so I will start with a Druidic Strike and deal 4 damage to you,
Okay.
and I get to seek. And I gain,
You lose 1 and gain 1.
I get to get this 1, that's what I was trying to do. So lose 1, gain 1. I'm going to Burden Strike you. I gain 1. Excuse me. And
Attached to your... Oh. So that's now attached to you with a duration.
yes. Oh, it stays on me.
Yeah.
So where does it go?
Just in front of you.
Probably reveal like that.
You leave auras in front of you, and if they're
Oh.
attached to you, it's just known that they're on your character.
Right, so because I gain hit points at the end of my turn.
Right, and right now it technically has 3 on it, but soon you'll send it. You send it to 2 at the end of your turn and do its trigger.
And then I will wonder you and silence you too.
Okay. Good, that doesn't need that.
Do we have any of those green tabs here? Yeah, on the far corner. Those are the duration counters.
Oh,
So right this moment there will be 3.
and that is all I'm doing for this turn. I will pass and I will gain a life.
Yep. I'm gonna counter and go to 24. And Dean, I have you at 32.
Yes.
Cool.
So I'm gonna do druidic lore to do that.
You're silenced.
Right.
And did you draw a card, Dean?
Yes, I did.
Cool.
I just drew this card.
Excellent.
Great. I'm going to crystal. No, actually, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna icicle and deal 2 damage to you, which is retracted.
Can I? Are you able to instant attack, instant in between these things?
In between.
So like if can I?
Yes, anytime a card is played and that count your traits count as a card, you get a chance to respond.
Okay, so I will backhand you
What is that?
using my last 2 resources, and I will counter up to 1 target card unless its controller spends 3 resources.
Okay, I'll just spend 3 resources to get rid of
Except you had to spend 1 action to cast the icicle, so you only have 2 available,
Okay, well,
which means you can't.
yeah, it's canceled. And,
You get your action back.
yeah. So,
No, you countered it with a spell, right?
Yeah.
You didn't meta counter it, so he doesn't get the action back.
Oh, he doesn't get the action back. Okay.
But he did spend 1, so he can heal 1 silence.
okay, that's good. Well, then I guess I'll crystal strike you to do 3 damage.
I'll mitigate 1
So you'll take 2 still.
with 22.
Get rid of that. And I gain 1 from druidic lore for that. And I gain 2 of this. Okay, and then I will Raven's Eye, so target enemy reveals a card from their hand.
Okay. Stunning blow. 7 damage and stun.
Okay, that's pretty. I'll do this to move there. And oh yeah, that's in the end. Because I didn't cast it right there. So okay, your turn.
Well, I'll have to use my initiative to go here. Oh, actually, I probably wouldn't want to do that. I would do it. I could do this. I will stunning blow you, and do 7 to you.
Okay. 21.
And you lose a resource, correct?
Yeah, you lose a resource of your choice.
Okay.
Dean, did you say you're going to 21?
Yes.
I had you at 32.
Oh.
Did I miss
didn't
something?
that slap do 4 damage to me?
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
And then I will burden slash you, which
Okay.
is another aura attached to me, and deal 7 to you.
Now I'm at 14, and I'm below.
I'm only gonna put 2 can. Well, I guess one of these will.
So I need to do my second wind action. Okay. So I'm definitely gonna choose that one. Just there and there. Yeah, those two. Rest of these. I'm trying to remember. Do they go in the discard? Do they go
Bottom of your library, bottom of your deck. We don't use the word library in this game.
Is it because you have no resources?
He has
Yeah,
triggers
just-
at the end of his turn.
I was waiting. So this one has 3, so I don't have enough things. So
So
I'm gonna
it'll
take
go down
one.
to 2 now.
Yeah, and I will gain 3 health.
You're up to 25.
And it's your turn.
There. Here. Ooh. So I'm going to strike one of these and one of these to do Thorn Path and deal 6 damage to you.
So it puts me at 20. So I get to do my second one, you know. It's right when you hit 20, right?
Yep. You're at 19.
I'm at 20. Do I go below? Have to go below?
No, I think it's when you go to 20, but I think you're at 22 and you gain 3 to 25.
Yeah, he did 5 damage. He did 6 damage to me. So my mitigate and.
Oh, mitigate. Yeah.
Dead. Yeah. That.
Sorry, I'm trying to keep up.
And then we'll Thorn Path again to travel up to 2 spaces. To tie it in. Actually, here. Actually, that just is pointless. So I'll do another Thorn Path to you to deal another 6 damage to you. And we'll get rid of this and that. Okay. Should I just track this one?
I guess we should wait to make sure that other Thorn Pass resolves.
That's true.
Because Doff is still second winding. He might slap you away. I guess he has no resources.
That's
But
true.
I don't know what every card in this game does.
I'm Thorn Pathing you for another 6 damage.
Okay.
Down to 14.
And
How'd you get more?
I had them. Or actually, from the second one, I think. And I will. Ice Bolt to deal 3 damage to you. And then I will Raven. Actually, I'll use this first, and I'll move. And then Raven's Eye. You reveal a card.
Okay, push.
Is that an attack?
Yes. You know what I'm trying to do. Trying to get that ability off. Okay, well. That's your turn. Gosh, more than.
Use my initiative to move. I didn't have any
You just
things on.
flipped it to happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip it. I was just to signify. Don't worry.
Judge. I think someone just went in there.
Alright, so I will start with by doing a vanquish on you for 7 damage.
Goodness, I know where this is going already.
You can go down to 1 action and 2 power. And then I will Verdant Slash, doing 7 more to you.
And that puts him at 0.
Yeah, that's what it's
Yeah. And I gain health. That's all I have to do.
Yep.
I'm at 0.
Did it.
We did it, Reddit.
That was faster than I thought. I thought he was at more health for some reason. I never got to use Smash.
Yeah, Jarl does a ton of damage. It's all short range. But he does a ton of damage.
This one does 10 and then disarms and silences.
Savage.
Times 2. For reasonable cost.
You guys want to shuffle up again, or do we want to find new people to get on camera?
You want to play out there and let somebody else play in here?
Sure.
Alright, I'll cut to music. We'll go find someone.
They probably want to do like more advanced play, maybe. Could we just take...
So let's go home. There's nothing here for me anyway.
Sorry.
Whatevs.
We don't have enough people to actually ask. It's just Alex. Everyone else is teaching.
So
We want. It's Alex.
put the mic in there and just talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's probably.
Sorry.
It's quite alright. Or what are you looking for?
How expensive are like clip-on body
Oh,
bags?
I don't know. I can probably get those.
I just feel like if you're doing things like this, you might as well have two, so that because you're gonna do more magic, right? Like at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are we, we're just like talking to introduce ourselves and Great. Excellent.
Music is off. Beyond microphone in 3, 2.
All right. Well, we're getting started here. This is my name's Adam Hockemeyer,
And I'm Jake.
and we're going to be playing a match with what I think are two of the better decks in Ivion. At least this is that's the one that I would definitely take to a tournament. So let's get started. Even or odd? Who goes first? It's even.
Okay.
Guess you're bad at rolling
It's
dice.
Adam, what deck are you playing again?
I am playing green-white survivalist deck. Alright, so on the first turn, actions, initiative. I'm going to use that initiative to draw a card. I'm going to play Manifest Power, which gives me a power, hits me for 2. And then I will play Energize to give me 3 power, which will just immediately be spent on playing Standing Stones.
Alright.
Standing Stones is an important one that you should play every thing. And then I will also play Regenerate on myself. And pass the turn to you, and I will Seek. So I heal 1 at the end of the turn off of this, and Seek, spin that, and draw a new card.
Seek is from Regenerate.
Seek is from the end of turn, the Standing Stones.
Yep. Standing Stones say beginning of turn?
That got changed. Okay. It actually says start of your turn.
Huh,
that got changed between then and... Okay, great.
We play Ivion for a living.
Okay.
No
neat.
wonder we make $0.
All right. So to start off my turn, we're gonna play a Raving Shift,
All right.
which is gonna give us another initiative. I'm gonna use that initiative to move this time. I've
Yeah.
silenced one.
Sounds good. Good call, Judge.
I brought the card up and it had words on it.
No, we're
Yeah.
not gonna. Oh Jesus.
Yeah. So I'm trying to have
We're
standing
not gonna move.
stones
We're just gonna draw.
give
them.
me an incremental advantage over the course of a bunch of turns, so I can set up a good hand and then hopefully make him come to me.
Go ahead. That's not gonna work.
Actions, initiative, draw. Then at the start of the turn, seek. So in Ivion, you draw for turn, get your actions, get your initiative, and then all of your start of turn triggers go on the stack. So that's why I drew the card first. I'll use my initiative to draw. I will. That's actually very interesting. Huh. Okay, yeah. We're gonna manifest power. 3 down to 37.
You can see that I'm winning because he is dealing damage to himself.
I'm gonna play Ice Pick with no target and send it to discard with no target. Up to one card and up to one card.
Ah, really?
Yep. 4. And then play 2 Empowers.
All right.
Yeah, Empower gives me a power at the start of my turn. So I can I'm setting up a whole, like, economy thing here. And I will move there, pass a turn to you. End of the turn, that goes away and I heal 1.
Up to 38.
Up to 38.
All right. So I got some stuff to do.
Yeah?
We're gonna start off by moving.
Will you?
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna keep moving. Then we're gonna curse weave.
Yeah, you will.
So I'm gonna gain a power, and I'm gonna play a non-attack card targeting an enemy. So I'm gonna use my ultimate Raven's Eye.
Yep.
Raven's Eye is gonna make you reveal.
Ice Pick.
That is an attack card, so I don't gain initiative. Do I want you to keep that ice pick? So let's go ahead and
a pretty key part of his deck is his feats over here. Curse Weave lets one of them be played for effectively free, and then the next one just costs 1 power. Raven's Eye makes me reveal a card, and Scour Spirit then makes me discard a revealed card. So generally you want to just, every single turn, reveal a card, discard it, reveal a card, discard it. reveal
my
a card,
game plan is
discard
to effectively strip away his hand.
while also having pretty decent, just powerful attacks, so that while I'm trying to deal with the having very few cards in my hand, he's also just killing me.
Raven's Eye, Curse Weave, and what's the last one called?
Scour Spirit.
Yep. Scour Spirit's a very important one.
Yes, that's the one
so
that
I'm
makes
going to
it
play
work.
Mystify, and I'm going to choose to destroy a card.
I don't have either of those cards in my database.
They should be in the Black Feats section.
Is there another word for black?
Which feats? Or traits. Traits.
Trades.
Black traits. Well, if they're not in there, the whole Scour Spirit says 0-1, choose 1. Target player reveals a card from their hand, or target player discards a revealed card of their choice.
Okay.
Yep. And then I'm playing Mystify, and I'm targeting your. Interesting. I'm going to target.
Get the regenerate.
Okay, I'm going to target your standing stones.
Yeah? Okay. So Mystify either discards a card in my hand that's revealed, or destroys a card.
Yes.
And he's going to get rid of the standing stones.
Then
I think I'm okay with that. Probably.
I'm going to play Battle Lust.
Okay.
So this is just going to be a -1/+2 with no additional text because I haven't resolved an attack, so it doesn't give me the additional power. But I still like 2 power. And then I'm going to make you discard that ice pick.
Sad Ice Pick.
And we're going to go ahead and pass the turn.
Alright. So on my turn, gain 3 actions. Both the powers give me up to 2 there. Initiative and draw.
It's going to be a very interactive game.
Initiative to draw.
Life totals are 40 to 38.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, you'll notice that this deck has a lot of healing in it, and I don't really have that much offense. So there's the life total might not even change that much over the course of the game until someone.
His will.
Mind will, and then I'll heal back up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If I'm doing well, mine won't change much.
If you're doing your job, yours
Yeah,
won't change
these
much.
are actually all used, so they're all like this.
Actually, it's supposed to be flipped upside down. It's the official.
Let's
way to
not
do
do
it.
that.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Okay, so that's actually really hard. Don't have enough.
So he's going through his lines. The best one here is probably just conceding.
I find my win percentage goes way down when I concede.
Yeah, you'd think that, but it helps a lot for game 2 to hide information.
Manifest power.
The best of one format.
Yapper than throw.
Yeah, we're gonna throw.
6 damage. When it goes to discard, disarm 1 enemy.
I think I'm okay with that resolving.
Boop you something fierce.
So we're gonna go to 34 and disarm 1.
Yep. We'll move here, down to 3, and pass the turn to you.
Alright.
Healing 1. Regenerate since it's done being used, it goes back to my feats, and I go up to 37.
See, the joke's on Adam, because he tried to disarm me, but I don't have attacks in my hand.
Great!
Initiative draw.
Yeah.
We're going to use our Curse Weave.
Yeah.
And we're going to use our Raven's Eye.
Make me reveal a card.
Yes.
I will reveal Word of Peace,
Alright.
giving you an initiative,
Excellent.
and getting rid of your disarm.
Now this is a fun one.
Yeah? How fun are we talking?
I think we're talking...
All the rest of the cards coming up just fine?
Yeah, every once in a while I'm missing one, but
Yeah.
I've got most of them.
We're gonna go ahead and cripple you.
Cripple resolves. So we take 5 down to 32, and get slowed 1. Because that's what cripple does.
Now we're going to Crystal Shackles you.
Yeah, Crystal Shackle's saying, yeah, you pull up on the screen.
Yep. Disarms him 2, and then if he has a revealed card, it also silences him 1.
That's fine. So get disarmed 2 and silenced 1 because I've got Word of Peace revealed in my hand.
Yep.
Just for everyone watching, in Ivion, when you reveal a card, it stays revealed forever. So it's as though, I'm doing that kind of thing with my hand, but I like to play it face down on the table because it's just easier.
And then I'm going to Scour Spirit you, making you discard a card.
Yep. That's particularly relevant for his deck because it lives and dies by having cards revealed in my hand. But usually only 1 card revealed in my hand.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my initiative to, let's see, I have 6 cards in my hand. I'll draw back up to full. That seems good.
Funny that.
I think I am going to take an action, just take a step back, because most of his deck is range 1. Go ahead.
A vast majority of it. Draw for turn, gain my 2 power off from powers.
And most of the things that are range 3 in this deck are responsive cards, so I'm not very worried about those.
I'm going to play Wisp Form. Travel the target tile, targeting there.
Sure.
It is heroic, so I don't care about control.
Can't do nothing about that.
Get rid of that, and then I'll play Regenerate.
Yep.
Neat. The boot, and the other boot. 3 counters on there. Gain 2 power, and get rid of my silence. Then I'll play Druidic Strike. 4 damage, Seek.
I'm going to play Mistline.
Targeting where?
Targeting here.
Response, Wisp Form, targeting there.
Response, Mistline.
Targeting?
Targeting here.
Yeah. Okay. So, your Mistline resolves.
Goes
Puts
here.
you there. My Wisp Form resolves,
Going
putting me there.
My Mistline resolves, but can't because I targeted here, so
So
it
you
gets
get
meta
your thing-
countered.
Give me power back. Well, that went well.
And then your Druidic Strike is meta countered. That's called outplaying your opponent,
Wow.
folks.
Wow, that's rough. Initiative to draw.
The old razzle dazzle.
Okay. Okay, we have a game plan. We're still in it. We're gonna play retrieve. Retrieve, returning target card, standing stones with a base cost of 2 or more to your hand. Going up to 3. I'll play manifest power down to 30. Going up to 4, and then I'll play standing stones. Wow, that's actually. Yeah, I'll put it here. Put it there. I'll move on to standing stones and pass the turn to you.
And you'll regenerate 1?
And I'll regenerate 1, yeah.
Up to 31.
31 to 34.
Yep. Huh.
So, I'm going to start this off with a Raven Bolt. So 3 damage to you, and you reveal the card.
Reveal word of peace down to 28.
We're just going to go ahead and Scour Spirit right now, make you discard that word of peace.
Is gone.
Then we're going to Curse Weave Raven's Eye.
Reveal Slash of Yore.
Alright.
See, I revealed them in that order because Slash of Yore is very important to my deck. We probably want to bring up Slash of Yore.
Yeah, if they've been watching the previous ones, they've seen it.
Okay, yeah, Slash of Yore brings back a small attack, and my deck is built around the idea that Ice Pick, which is destroy a card, deal 3 damage to them, and Sling Rock, which is an instant speed meta counter that deals 2 damage to them, are small attacks, and so I can Ice Pick for removal, then Slash of Yore, get Ice Pick, play Ice Pick for removal, and then play Retrieve, getting back Slash of Yore, to get back Ice Pick to use as removal. And so I constantly just have this engine of being able to get back exactly what I need at all times.
And I'm going to pass the turn.
Either way, I revealed in that way because I figured he'd be interested in making me discard the Word of Peace anyway, which he did, and then that means my Slash of Yore survives in my hand. Gain 2 power from power at the start of my turn. Do that, draw for turn, seek. I will seek away Recover, and when Recover goes to the discard, I gain a power. Oh, synergy.
So the nice thing about this is that he can't actually do anything to me unless he gets next to me, which means walking away from the standing stones.
Yup. I'll play Druidic Lore.
Results.
Hold up real quick. You are 3 away from me. That is range 2.
You're
I had
correct.
to have moved here.
Yes.
And then do the whole thing and
Yeah.
then nothing changes.
Oh, in that case. That's fine.
Okay. Druidic Lore.
Yeah, results.
Yeah. 5 here. Seek. I do not need more Energize. Okay.
This deck has a frustrating assortment of ranges.
Yours?
1, 2s, and 3s.
Yep. It's perfect. Alright, so got a couple lines here, but the simplest is move, Slash of Yore.
Raven's Riddle. Silencing you.
Silence. Yup. That happens. Alright, so Slash of Yore is meta countered because I get silenced 1, and I go up to 3 and up to 5 because I get my stuff back. Initiative to draw. I was playing around Featherwind, wasn't playing around Raven's Riddle, which is a shame.
And Featherwind allows you to move your opponent away, or
Yep.
move you away, so that
Yeah.
you're outside of the range of the target spell, correct?
Yes. Push them away by 1.
I went the other avenue of meta counter.
Yep. Oh man, this is annoying. I'll pay off this silence.
Alright.
And then play Druidic Lore.
Results.
Seek. Do not need a Druidic Lore. Okay. I'm good passing the turn back to you guys. So yeah, one of Survivalist's things is when this card goes to discard, get a benefit. So my ultimate is 0 - 1. You can discard a card and heal 2, basically. which means I can heal 2 and get whatever benefit that card going to discard's value is.
So I'm going to Curse Weave
Yeah.
and Raven's Eye.
I will reveal Druidic Strike.
Alright. I will Crystal Strike you.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'll travel
I take
here.
Yeah, so I take 5 damage and he gets to reposition himself. 23.
I will Crystal Strike again.
That's fine. Take 5 down to 18 and I second wind.
Yep. I will choose not to.
Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll keep that, and I'll keep that.
So second wind is a mechanic that says when a player reaches 20 life or lower for the first time, they can look at the top 5 cards of their deck, pick 2 of them to put in their hand, and put the other 3 on the bottom of their deck.
Yeah, so it lets you get kind of exactly what you need to come back into the game. So I'm going to take these 2, and then you can continue with your turn.
Oh, Battle Lust.
That's fine.
Then we're going to follow that up with a Dismember. So that's going to be 13 damage.
I will respond by playing Persevere, revealing Tread Lightly. So when you play Persevere, you have to reveal a card. I'm revealing Tread Lightly, which says when it's sent to discard, travel up to 1 tile. Meaning, if Persevere
I will
resolves,
respond. Oh, wait.
So the stack is currently Dismember, Persevere.
That's almost... I have a really cool line that doesn't work because of how Tread Lightly's worded.
Is it like misline to where I would move with Tread Lightly or something?
No, it's a lot cooler than
Okay,
that.
great.
Jake, make sure you don't.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Interesting. I will let that resolve.
I missed something a little bit that I should have done. I should have healed 1. It doesn't actually change anything relevant, but that should be like that. Sorry about that.
Your life total is 19?
My life total should be 19. My bad. Okay,
Yeah,
this happens?
Persevere resolves.
Okay.
And Jake is still at 34.
I'm still at 30.
Yeah, I don't need to damage him.
Yeah, that's not what it's about.
Discard Tread Lightly,
Mm-hmm.
moving me there,
Yep.
and healing me 2.
Yep. And
Up to 21.
I get my card refunded.
Yep. Because it gets medic.
I'm going to mystify destroying your standing stones.
Is destroyed. It's funny, that deck usually has not enough power.
I'm gonna pass the turn.
Okay. Up to 5, up to 5. Draw for turn.
Sneeze so hard I took the name of your deck off the overlay.
Sent my deck to the Shadow Realm.
What? Mystify, yeah. Okay, so I'm no longer tied to this location. It's actually kind of nice. I'm gonna go initiative, move, and play Verdant Slash.
Sure. Does it accept?
Steel Wool Guy wants to know what that line is after it's no longer
I-
giving up information.
I will let you know as soon as the cards are revealed.
Also, hey, Steel Wool Guy, how's it going?
I go to 27.
He's from our Discord. Okay. So yeah, 7 damage, and I get my duration stuff. That should be a 3. I don't know why I knocked it. Okay. Then I will also play Slash of Yore.
Resolves.
Okay. 6 ya, down to 21. And I will get back an Ice Pick.
Alright.
Manifest Power, myself down to 19.
I will respond by Fight with Honor. How badly do you want that +1?
I don't care.
Fight with
You
honor?
got it. I'm still at 21. Fight with honor. Counter target non-attack card unless pay 2
So the reason I
resources.
did that there is because -2/-2s tend to hurt a lot.
Yeah.
And
yeah. You didn't want me to just have some huge -2/-2.
I also didn't want you to go up and then like Vert and slash me again.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm pretty sure there is literally no -2/-2s in either warrior or.
It's true, but there are
True.
versions. There are
Or
-2/-1, -1 -2s.
That's true. That's true.
And it seems like that's going to be the only target.
Go ahead.
Adam, you continue to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. It's the wool guy.
I'm going to, at the end of the turn, heal a total of 3 off my duration
Up to 24.
to 24. One thing I could have played Druidic Strike that turn, but it would have second winded him, and I kind of want to save him enough damage that I can kill him in one turn and have the 2 cards he gets off his second wind not matter.
I'm going to Curse Weave.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then I will Scour Spirit, make you discard. Then I will play Ravenside.
Nice pick.
Nice pick. Warrior Strike.
Just
16.
play it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Go to 18.
Let's see. I'm gonna pass.
Cool. Up to 5. Powers up to 3. Draw for turn. Initiative to draw. It's nice. This game I haven't really felt that bad by this engine. I haven't, I haven't gone to 0 cards in hand at any point, which is very, very helpful for me.
And the reason I Scour Spirited there instead of Ravensiding like I normally do first is because I wanted to get his Druidic Strike, and if I Ravenside first, he had the option between choosing to discard the Druidic Strike or the card he revealed.
Yeah. And you think that Druidic Strike is better than Mystery Card?
In Survivalist, yeah.
Yeah.
Because your cards trigger off of going to the discard.
Yep. Retrieve. Targeting Slash of Yore.
I will respond with a Fight with Honor.
Sure, I'll pay it with power.
Okay.
So pay that, get back my Slash of Yore, and gain power off that. 2 cards revealed in hand. Regenerate?
Sure.
That up to 4. Let's see. What else? I don't have a I haven't drawn Sling Rock, which is really bad.
It's okay, I haven't drawn Black Magic. We're on the same page.
I'm stocking up ice picks and they're not
Yeah,
doing anything.
I know.
And I don't have Sling Rock.
You're like,
so
keep
yeah.
getting back your ice picks, that's fine.
Yeah, you should look up Sling Rock. Put Sling Rock on the display real quick.
Sling Rock.
Sling Rock. The whole thing with Sling Rock is you can counter their card and then get it back with Slash of Yore and then counter their next card and then retrieve your Slash of Yore, play Slash of Yore, and then counter their next card. It's great.
It's pretty gross.
Yeah. Okay. I really think I just pass here, and that's not right. I know that's not right. So I'm going to play Slash of Yore.
Resolves.
Targeting Druidic Strike.
I will second wind.
Yep.
You're at 15?
I am at 15.
Yes, 15.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. Alright.
Go ahead. Heal 1, 2, 3.
21?
Yes.
So I'm going to use my initiative to draw.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to step back.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
We're going to Raven Bolt you.
Take 3 damage down to 18 again.
Then we're going to pay 2 for the Black
Wait,
Magic.
hang on. I'm
Okay.
revealing a card off
Yes.
Ravenbolt. I reveal Retrieve.
I will play Black Magic.
You will play the black magic. Black magic is now on me.
Yes.
Black
So-
magic is a very important part of his
Yeah,
deck as
I
well.
would pull that card up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing with black magic is Raven's Eye and Scour Spirit both target me, meaning on top of the I discard a card every turn, I also take 4 damage and he heals 2 on top of his normal clock. So it really is just a very, very good win con.
So I'm going to Curse Weave,
Yup.
and then Scour Spirit, make you discard. Take 2, I heal 1.
Well, if that resolves. Which it does. I'm
Yeah.
discarding a card?
Yep.
Yeah. I'll discard Druidic Strike.
Alright.
And take 2 down to 16.
And then I will play Raven's Eye.
Is it 16 all?
16?
16 all.
Yeah.
Except
Now my black magic triggers. He takes another 2, I heal another 1.
14, 17.
Yep. And that Raven's Eye reveals an ice pick.
Okay.
I got him already.
I'm going to play Raven Shift.
Mm-hmm.
Giving myself another initiative, which I will use to draw a card.
And a sound.
And sounds. That's not important though. I'm going to pay that off by moving.
Sure.
And I'm going to say go.
Initiative. Actions. Draw. Powers. Alright, boys. We have a turn. Here we go. Initiative. Move. Verdant Slash.
Response. Misline.
Targeting where?
This time.
Return to Myth. Counter unless you pay 3 resources. Range 1.
Response. Outmatch.
Oh, he needed to not have something there. Oh, that... Okay, yeah, that happens. So I get slowed 1
Yep.
off of that, and you can play a card.
I will choose not to play a card.
Alright. Return
Okay,
to Myth gets...
so now that the outmatch has been spoiled, here's the line.
Okay.
So you had Tread Lightly.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
here.
The line was outmatch you, mystify, make you discard your Tread Lightly. It would have worked if
yeah.
Tread Lightly didn't just do the
Then I
thing
just
when
do
it
the
goes
thing,
to the
yeah.
but like if that had been any other card,
Yeah.
it would have been incredible.
That would have been pretty
Because
sweet.
Mystify allows me to make him discard a card in his hand.
A specific card.
A specific
revealed
card.
card.
Yes.
So I would have been able to stop his
Yeah,
escape.
that's pretty good. That is quite good.
Alas.
Alright, so...
You were slowed.
Return
I
to Myth
hear.
gets meta-countered. I go back up to 3 and 2. Mistline goes there, and Verdant Slash gets meta-countered because it doesn't have a target. Up to 4 and 4.
4 and 4, not 5 and 4.
I said 4 and 4.
Yep.
4 and 4. Okay. Let's... Oh, this is... Okay, we're going to pay off the slow with a power. Move, and then play Ice Pick, targeting Black Magic.
Featherwind.
Yeah.
You there.
Go back up there, reveal a card, take 2 damage. Oh, I also take 2 off the
Yes.
outmatch.
Off the outmatch.
Yeah.
So you're now at 10,
I'm down
I'm
at
at
10.
19.
Yeah. Oh, Black Magic, you so
Yes.
silly.
It's a win con in a can.
Is that worth an action? I don't think that's worth an action. We're going to ice. They're both going away anyway. Might as well get as much value as I can. Move, Ice Pick.
Cool. And now the fun thing here, folks, is that he's been moving the whole time, although the black magic is attached to him, and he could have just done that.
No, I want to get the damage out of it. I understand how
know.
that works.
I'm just giving you a hard time. Yeah, that happens.
Puts you to 16?
He puts me to 16, yes.
And finally kills black magic.
Yes, black magic is now dead.
Gone. Thank God.
For now.
Pass to you. Heal 3. Up to 13.
Initiative.
I guess this isn't actually like on the Empower stack. Black magic.
Will Curse Weave,
Resolves.
Scour Spirit, make you discard.
Response. Play Persevere.
Sure.
Discard my retreat. Like the plan goes. Didn't want to discard the retrieve.
Warrior Strike.
Yeah, take 6. Down to 9.
I'm gonna move. Go ahead.
3, 5, draw.
Now the reason I'm doing that is because
Draw.
his cards usually require him to be next to me.
Usually.
I don't, so. And, you know, I'm only drawing 1 or 2 cards a turn, so I don't need my actions that much.
Move, pass, heal 1. Yeah, he can do his whole thing from range
Draw.
2 and 3. It's great.
Curse Weave.
Resolves.
Black Magic.
Sling Rock. Choosing silence.
Raven's Riddle.
What's
It's
that
not
card
affected by
called?
silence.
It is not affected by silence.
Sling Rock?
Oh, Raven's Riddle was the one I
Yes,
Yeah.
but that's
it's not
that's-
actually-
And it
that's
does not
actually being
matter
played.
because this is getting countered.
A+. Alright, and you take 2 damage.
Yep. That feels bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to life drain you.
Take 3, down to 7. You heal 3.
First, I'm going to pay off the silence.
Sure.
And then I'm going to life drain you.
Yes.
Back up to 3 and 3. So I'm now at 17. He's now at 7.
Yep.
I will.
Everything's going great.
Raven's Eye.
Reveal return to myth.
I get initiative.
Yeah.
Use that to
I
draw.
would use this.
I will use my Scour Spirit to make you discard that card.
Man, it'd be bad if I had 2
I will
black
move here.
magics on me.
I will play a Sever. So 4 damage. I gain 2 power.
Down to 3.
Go ahead.
Okay. Draw. Initiative. Draw.
See how aptly named the survivalist is.
Mm-hmm.
Play regenerate.
Results.
Alright.
We'll get there eventually.
Go ahead. Not play manifest power.
Go to 4.
Go to 4. Just
Initiative
like
draw.
I like it.
Curse Weave.
Return to myth.
Raven's Riddle.
Sling Rock. For disarm.
Okay.
Cool. 2 damage. And then that gets meta countered. Wait. And then this counters that. That's what it is. Are you gonna pay for that?
Let's see. I don't want you to seek. Yeah, I'll pay for that.
Well, I still seek. It seeks no matter what.
Oh, if it gets countered, it seeks. Yeah, then I won't pay for it.
Okay.
So with Jake that went to 15?
Yes.
Yes, I'm now at 15.
I'll bend the recover and draw. Okay.
Let's see.
Off of the seek from return.
I will Raven's Eye. Because now I have a target. Fantastic.
Wisp form. You get an initiative.
Use an initiative to draw a card. Make you discard it.
I'm trying to decide now
Yeah, this
whether
is
or
an
not
interesting choice.
I need to. If it's better for me to be gone or be right here. I'm pretty sure it's better for me to be right here.
I think so as well.
So I'll discard that.
Move.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Because the 2 power doesn't matter. I'm gaining 2.
Yeah.
I'm wasting 2 power here anyway. So draw for turn. Initiative to draw. I'm gonna play Tread Lightly. Travel to target tile.
Results.
Goes to discard. Traveling me a tile. I should have persevered the Wisp form. Heal 2. Would have been better. Play Slash of Yore. 3 and 1.
Featherwind.
Yeah. That goes away. Ah, but I get my stuff back.
We'll boop you there. No, we'll boop you here. It's relevant. It's not relevant.
Well, move there, go. Pretty sure that's my best chances of winning.
It is. Draw. Initiative.
Ooh.
Draw.
And
You
I
regenerate
heal.
up to 5.
And I regenerate up to 5.
Move.
Now I'm feeling the effects of his making me discard a card every turn. He's got still have 4 cards in hand.
Yep.
I've had nothing for like 2 turns.
Interesting. Go ahead. Definitely bought you a turn.
Yeah. Initiative to draw. Huh. I'll pass the turn to you.
I'm gonna move here.
Yep.
We're gonna play a life drain.
Did I regenerate? I didn't regenerate. I should be at
Yeah,
6.
you should be at 6.
So many little things to remember. 6. Yeah, that happens.
Alright,
I
so
go
I'm
with
now at
3.
18.
I'm definitely not out of the game, is the best word.
Ravenbolt.
In response, persevere.
Sure.
Or revealing standing stones.
Okay.
Discard standing stones, heal 2, take 3, down to 2, reveal a card.
If you gain 2 and
Slash.
take 3, you go down to 2. That's
Yeah.
what you said.
I will Scour Spirit, moving that.
I needed this card to win. I don't think I can win now.
I will initiative move.
This is bad.
I will move.
There's a camera.
I will sever.
I lose.
Yeah.
You got it.
Good games.
Oh man. That's... How do you like that deck?
Oh, it's so good. I love this deck. It's actually the first time I've played it.
Yep.
But it's like everything I've ever wanted in a deck.
Did I have any...
My second win saw
7, 8, 9, 10.
my second win saw 2 black magics, and I only took 1 because I knew that you had multiple.
Yeah.
Uh,
I had like 4 shots at
yeah,
ice
ice
pick if
picks,
I wanted
yeah.
to. So I had 12 damage left in my deck possible. So it's literally impossible for me to win after you get the Verdant Slash.
yeah.
Man. Yeah.
Highly
So-
interactive games.
Very much so. Yeah, so you can see why these 2 are 2 of my favorite decks. They can deal with a lot of different problems. They have counter spells, they have removal, and they can get all those things back when relevant. So yeah,
I hope that line was spicy enough for you, Steel Wool Guy.
that's pretty spicy.
If only survivalist cards weren't good.
Still, Will Guy says, Adam, go sit with Aaron in the disappointments room.
That sounds right. Do you want to play one more game? Not necessarily with we could like get other decks or something. What do you think? We'll figure that out and we'll be right back.
Yeah,
with you
let's
guys.
take a little break.
Yeah.
Because if everyone else is ready to pack up.
I know. These 2 decks, I would just play them against this match. Yeah.
Timmy, dinner's ready.
And then he revealed his hand, and like, I guess he thought he was Scrooge or something, but he had like a looter go for the throat, vindicate Scarab God in another land.
I'm pretty sure it was just like somebody saying.
No, but then
pretty
like,
sure it was just
we sideboarded and like it just started again.
Okay,
and
yeah,
then
I don't know.
It was fine. It was just so bizarre.
Yeah, that just doesn't make any sense at that point.
Alex, you're playing?
Yes.
Yes. I am playing.
Ooh, actually, let me see if I can grab the Incarnate figurine for swag value.
I'm playing White Black Curseblade. And I am starting at 38.
38?
Yes.
I can't update the overlay yet, so I'll probably ask you that again.
Okay.
Is there an easy way to turn on the TV in the couch room?
and like to the Twitch thing.
Do you want to watch the Twitch thing, or do you just want to see my overlay? It's real easy for you to see, like you were a commentator.
I just want to watch because the kid also kind of wants to watch the incarnate that he was saying.
I'm so excited. Finally, my baby gets to see the light of day. It's actually the first time anyone's ever seen it outside of like our testing area, because I'm never able to do the tournaments. Someone tried to do this, but he did it with Ethereum, so it was awful.
Ew.
Yeah, it was gross. Like I had to cast that. I was like, wow, yeah, it looks like he's dead, but if he didn't have Ethereum, it'd be fine.
Alright, you guys ready to go live?
I believe so.
Yep, I'm ready.
Yep.
We've got video, we've got audio.
Alrighty, what's up, guys? We are back. I'm Alex. I'm swapping in for Adam here.
And I am Jake again.
Yep, looks like we're swapping the loser out here. We brought in a couple new decks to show off here. So I am going to be playing a white-black Curseblade control deck. It's a little spicy, but it should be pretty sweet. So I have my ultimate Curse Dagger. It is a -1/+1, deal 4 damage. I can play a non-attack card, targeting them for 1 less resource. So basically my deck's going to be having a lot of non-attack cards that try to win the game, and then my feats are Cry of the Flock, 0-2, Silence 2 target enemy, and Soothe Spirit, -1/+1, heal target player 2 HP. So I'm just going to be trying to hang around as long as I can, and win the game over a long period of time with game-winning auras.
And what was your starting life total?
I start at 38.
38.
And my deck is the opposite of him. I'm also white-black, but I'm going to be playing the Incarnate. This is a complete balls-to-the-wall aggro deck. I'm going to be using Spirit Gate to close the distance turn 1 and never let up the pressure. And hopefully he should be able to play the game. I'm really excited because this is my baby, and it's the first time I've ever gotten to like show it off to the world. It's also extremely hard to play, so I'm gonna probably take a while on my turns, because if I mess up once, I'll probably end up losing just because Incarnate kills itself so fast. But I'm excited to see how it goes. We rolled before we went live, and I'm going to be going first.
Yep. So Jake's
starting
going
life
first.
total.
I'm starting at 40, but I'm going to be going to 36 as soon as my turn starts.
Yeah, so him being on the play is a really big deal, because I actually don't get to gain any actions until the start of my turn. So my deck has a lot of sweet counterspells and things like that it can use to protect itself from the aggressive start from Incarnate, but because I'm going second, they're going to be completely offline for the first turn of the game, and with the Spirit Gate Incarnate, it's pretty much the only deck in the game where that matters, that you don't get your stuff on turn 1, because they often have such fast starts that they can actually get to you and start hitting you on turn 1.
Yeah, the point of this deck is to put your opponent on the back foot from turn 1 and to keep them there as you just kind of pelt out damage. It also has the most cycling cards in the game. Like, it runs every single card that just, all it does is draw a card. I think I have 9 of them in the game. I have Unbind, Stabilize, and Raven Shift. And so a lot of my turn is going to be me just digging through my deck to try and find the right things. And let's start off. We're going to initiative to draw. Then we're going to play Raven Shift, which is going to give me +1 power. It's also going to give me an extra initiative and silence me 1. So I will use this initiative to also draw. Okay. Let's figure out what my hand does.
Yeah, that's always good. So this matchup, it is going to be one of I'm just getting completely blown out, or it's probably going to be close.
And so I'm going to use my Spirit Gate, which does 3 range travel to target tile. It can only be played once per game.
Yep.
So -2/+2 travel.
He is just right up in my face already, more or less, because all of his deck is range 3. So that range 3 Spirit Gate is just going to be enough to put him in range to start hitting me already, and I can't do anything about it.
I'm going to play a Stabilize. So this is
Sure
another
thing.
cycle.
Yep.
And it makes it so that my Power Incarnate deals me less damage. 1 less damage, in fact.
So it'll gain him HP.
I will also play another Raven Shift.
Yep. So he is spinning the wheels, drawing as many
Shift
cards as
draw.
he can, trying to find things to do to.
So now I'm going to play my Scour Spirit. I'm going to make you reveal.
Okay.
This is important because it turns on Breach.
Yep. So Scour Spirit, you want to go ahead and read that one?
Yeah. So Scour Spirit came into play a lot last game. It says that I can make him either reveal a card or discard a revealed card.
Yep.
Right now it's going to make him reveal a card.
So it doesn't really
And
matter.
that's actually affected by silence, so I have to pay off the silence first. So I'm at
Yeah.
1 and 3.
Doesn't really matter too much what I'm revealing, but I'd like to be able to keep most of my tricks under wraps. So I'm just going to reveal this Curse of Hysteria.
Alright. And now I'm going to play a Cease to Be. So -1, -2. It's going to deal 5 damage to him, and then silence you 2.
Yep.
And then, because you have a revealed card, it's going to do 2 more damage.
So I'm going to go to 31, and I am silenced 2'd.
And I'm going to pass the turn, I'm going to reveal a Pain Hex.
Alright, so as far as turn 1s go, that was not too bad. So I get to gain my actions, gain my initiative, and draw a card.
Yep.
So Silence 2 is really annoying. My deck really needs to be unsilenced to be able to function mostly. And starting at 3 and 0 with 2 silence is going to be rough. So I'm going to have to see what I can do to try and get out from under that. Definitely going to start with an initiative to draw, though. So at this point, almost my entire hand is affected by silence. I have a single card that isn't, and I have no power to reasonably get rid of this silence with. So I'm in a tough spot right from the bat. And that's kind of what we were talking about with this deck. It looks a little worse than it would probably normally because my deck is so heavily hit by silence. But I'm going to have to try and find a way to reasonably get out from under this silence, and boy, do I really not have a good way to do it. So I actually just have to pay 2 actions to get rid of 2 silence, and that is
A huge win.
unbelievably bad for me. I mean, that's 2/3 of my turn just as an additional effect to one of his cards. So I'm feeling it already. Feeling the pressure for sure. And I believe at this point, I just have to say go and try to hold up some interaction to maybe have a chance at preventing this next turn.
Live, but Steel Wool Guy says you can't use initiative to draw a card when you're silenced.
That was a rule in the game that was
Long time
taken
ago,
out.
it has
quite
been
a
taken
while
out.
ago.
Yeah.
So you can now use initiative to draw while you're silenced. The only additional effect of controls now in the game is that you cannot move while you are slowed.
Okay, thank you.
So, yep. Anyway, I will pass the turn.
So I will go to 3, and then Power Incarnate is my passive. It says that at the start of my turn I gain 2 extra power, but I also take 4 damage. So I go up to 3 and 3.
Yep.
And then I draw a card. I actually go up to... I only take 3 damage because of my stabilize, so I'm at 33 right now.
Yep, so the life totals are 31 to 33.
Interesting. I'm going to use my initiative to draw a card.
Sure thing.
Okay, let's see. We're going to start off with a Pain Hex. So this is just -1/-1, deal 7 damage.
Yep, 7 damage is quite a bit of damage, but considering that I really can only have 1 interactive spell held up for this turn, I think 7 damage is among the tamer things that can happen, especially when I know there's more cards that silence me in the deck, and I mean, if I get silenced again this turn, I'm pretty sure there's just no coming back, so I'm just going to take the 7.
Then I'm going to play
So
Life Drain.
24. Life Drain, again, it puts me to 21, but I think I really need to hold up my interaction for something that impedes me being able to play, so I'm just going to take that 3 as well.
Yep. And that also heals me 3, so I'm now at 36. I'm going to play another Stabilize.
That is fine.
We're going to play a Curse Bolts.
So that's going to...
Deal 4 damage and silence you 1, slow you 1.
Yeah. So this more or less forces my hand. So because that card silences me, I will then be unable to use any of my interaction in my hand after that resolves. And I don't want to get silenced anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and fire off a Featherwind and attempt to push you back.
That's going to resolve.
Alright, so I go to 0 and 1. That gets meta countered. And hopefully I live to fight another day.
So I get pushed back here. I also reveal a card.
You sure do.
To reveal a Reveal Spirit.
Okay.
Then I'm going to spend an action. I'm going to move back in here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my Scour Spirit to make you discard that Curse of Hysteria.
Discard Curse of Hysteria.
And then I'm going to pass the turn.
Alright, so I will gain my actions, gain my initiative, draw my card. So I'm at 21 right now, which is not great, because I'm very much just in range to just die while my second wind is being used. Like, basically, I get to second wind, and then he just kills me before I get to ever get to my turn with it. So, that's currently not great. But we're going to see if there's much of anything I can do this turn to try and dig myself out. I'm going to start with an initiative to draw. Find some more options. Alright. So we've got some decent options here. I'm going to start with a Soothe Spirit, so it's a -1/+1, one of my feats. And I'll heal 2 HP up to 23. The 2 HP is nice, but I mostly want the power. Then I'm going to go ahead and try to put a black magic onto Jake.
That's going to
to
resolve.
0 and 2.
The downside of being an aggressive deck, or as aggressive as I am, is I don't run interaction. My plan is to be the person attacking you all the time, so you don't have a chance to do your game plan. Which means that if he does his game plan, it starts looking bad for me.
Absolutely. So now he's got a black magic on him, and this is a successful turn for me, so I'm going to say go.
Alright.
I've got 2 actions worth of tricks to hold up, and I've got a black magic on him, so I've established my threat in the black magic. So at this point, I'm happy to just sit here and hold up interaction for most of the rest of the game.
You go down to 32 and then up to 34.
Yes. I will Reveal Spirit you.
Sure. So Reveal Spirit says, for the people at home,
they reveal 2 cards from their hand, and then I also draw a card.
Yep.
So it cycles, which is an important part of this deck.
It absolutely does. So here, I'm going to reveal a Featherwind and a Projection. So this Projection's pretty bad, and the Featherwind is a trick that I'm planning on using. So I am okay to reveal that because I expect basically whatever he's playing, I'm just going to Featherwind it.
Yep. And so to react to that, I'm going to move 1 step closer.
Yep.
Because all of my cards are range 3. Which means that this Featherwind will not actually counter the things. And then I'm going to spend 3 power. I'm going to use Unmake. So I'm going to choose to destroy a card and then 3 you.
Yep. So
this is actually not the greatest for me because it 1 second wins him and it also doesn't completely go at him. But the black magic heals him and it's important enough that I need to destroy it.
Yeah, I think I don't really have much of an option other than to let that happen reasonably. So I'm going to let that happen. I'll take the 3 damage, and I will second it. 3, 4, and 5. So I think I'm going to take that. Let's see, I think I'm going to take that. So I'll take those 2 cards, and Jake, you can go ahead and continue.
Alright. So, in an ideal world, he would actually be dead by now, but this has been a fairly slow start, and he has enough interaction in his deck to where I want to play safe, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass.
Alright, so I'll give my initiative up to 5 actions. And
killing his black magic was very important.
Yeah, that's very good for him. I'll initiative to draw. Start my turn. Okay. So here, this is really pretty awkward for me. I have a lot of cards that cost power in my hand, and not very many ways to make it. So, I'm going to start with a Sooth Spirit. That at least gets me up power. I'll heal up to 22. And now I have to really think about what I want to use this power for. So, how many cards do you have in your hand there, Jake?
I currently have 5.
5. 5's a lot.
Yeah, this matchup's even more in my favor because Unmake is such a powerful card against the deck that wants to put auras on you, because it's able to destroy 2 cards at once if I need it to.
Yeah, it really is. So here I have a few options. I can try to like move to try to get back to 3 range to have an effective Featherwind, but I mean he knows about the Featherwind, so the Featherwind's probably not going to be very good this game, no matter what. I could move closer to him and hit him with a Curse Dagger. That option seems pretty good to me. So I think I'm just going to try to get in close at this point and maybe get to have a little bit of a proactive turn for once. So I'm going to move here. And then I'm going to Curse Dagger you.
That resolves. I take 4 damage down to 30.
Yep, and then I get to play a non-attack card for 1 less resource. So I'm going to go ahead and put another Black Magic on you.
Alright.
For only a single power. That was so good.
That was a good turn.
Yeah, it was very, very good. Now, I am going to... Let's see. I am thinking about just firing off a Featherwind to gain the power and for a Black Magic activation, because I don't think it's really going to get much better than that. So, I think I'm just going to fire off a Featherwind right now.
Alright. I'm going to reveal a Harrow.
And you get a Black Magic activation there, so I'll gain a life.
I go down to 28.
Reveal a Harrow.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Now these stabilizers are actually keeping me in the game, because at this point I'd probably be around second wind if I didn't have them, and it would make his job a lot easier.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely would. Speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and Raven Sight to destroy one of them.
Alright. Now that's good for me because it gets me closer to my second wind. And this deck actually kind of relies on that. By the time it's designed in a way that by the time you're running low on cards, you trigger your own second wind. And that's actually really nice. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation for him.
Yeah, it's
up to the point where I'm dying from it.
It's a little awkward. Yeah. But with that, I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn.
Alright. So I'm going to... So now I'm going to go down to 25.
Yep.
Which is a good number for him, actually, because it means that if he just does nothing and passes, I don't trigger my own second wind.
Yeah. Well, you would go to 22.
Yep.
So...
Use my initiative to draw.
So you say he would go to 22. Is there a moment that he's at 21?
Yes, there is. I
so
take
if he was
damage.
at 24, he
He
could
would
go
go
to
to
21
20.
and second wind.
Yes, he would. Absolutely.
This is an interesting hand. I'm gonna actually just cycle my Unbind. So Unbind is an interesting card against him, because I know that he relies a lot on control, and this card removes 2 instances of control from myself for free. But it also just draws me a card for no resources, and I really want a better card in my hand.
Yep. Digging for action here.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and play a Riven of Spirit.
Sure. So Riven of Spirit says deal 4 damage, then I reveal 2 cards, then I take damage equal to the number of revealed cards in my hand. So it's a lot of damage, usually. I mean, on this board, it'll be 7 total damage.
6 total damage. 7, yes.
7 total damage. 7 total damage is definitely, like, deal-withable. And also because I want to reveal this Twice Scorned I have in my hand, because it has Hardcast. So I'm going to let this resolve. I'll reveal that and Empower. So Twice Scorned has Hardcast. So Hardcast means that you can only play the card if it is revealed. At the end of your turn, you can reveal a Hardcast card. Notably, at the end of my turn there, I chose not to reveal this Twice Scorned because I expected him to be playing a card that makes me reveal a card anyways, so I get a little bit of extra value, and because of that choice, I actually take 1 less damage here, which is pretty sweet. So I take 7 total.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
I go down to 16. Yep.
And you may have noticed that the deck that I'm playing has a lot of very resource-heavy cards in it, and that's because I rely almost entirely on the Power Incarnate passive to generate me a lot of extra power. It also has a lot of -1/+1 deal incremental damage. I'm not drawing those right now, so my hand is getting kind of clunky. I'm usually able to play out 3 or 4 cards a turn. I'm going to go ahead and Spirit Rend you.
Okay, so Spirit
It's
Rend
gonna
is
just deal 6 damage.
just a flat 6 damage here. He's at 2 and 0. I think this is a pretty safe time to go ahead and Shadow Burst myself out of there to try and meta counter that.
That will resolve, and this will get meta countered.
All right.
And I'm going to go ahead and just... So, I would say I would pass the turn, but I know he has a projection in his hand, which means that he won't actually have to move closer to me. So I'm going to go ahead and move 1 closer to him. And I'm trying to stay in the middle of the board, so it makes it much harder for him to get away from me.
Yeah, a lot of my my counter spells, if you've noticed, are things that have to deal with traveling. So if I'm in the corner, it really limits my ability because range 3 from where Jake's character is right now is here as well as here. So it's really hard for me to, for example, Shadow Burst here, when I was here, was only good because I was here and I was able to get out of range. It could have still hit me here, but when I'm here, the Shadow Burst is really dead. I can't move anywhere to be able to get out of range of anything, so.
And then I'm going to pass the turn. I'm going to reveal Pain Hex.
Okay. So I'm going to gain 3. I'm going to gain an initiative, and I'm going to draw a card. Alright.
And in case I didn't mention before, Pain Hex also has Hardcast, like his Twice Scorn.
Yes, yeah. So he revealed that because there isn't that much reveal in my deck. So there's some, but not enough to really warrant it. So I'm gonna look at my discard here, see if there's anything I want to fire a Twice Scorned off on. There's this this nice black magic here. So black magic seems pretty good here. I think I'll cast my Twice Scorned.
All right.
So I'm going to go to 1 and 4, and I'm going to Black Magic you.
That resolves.
And I'm going to get a Black Magic trigger.
Indeed. I go to 23.
And I go to 17.
So this is getting bad for me because him healing makes my clock much slower.
Yep, absolutely does. So at this point, I've got a couple options. I'm going to initiative to draw. I should have done that before this play, but, well, to be honest, I forgot about it. So I'm going to go ahead and fire off a Curse of Entropy on you. So this is going to be real good here.
Actually.
Oh, that's not
that
in
has range 1.
Yeah, that's not in range. I'm used to this deck just having
infinite range.
Yeah. I could projection, but I don't have...
Then you wouldn't be able to...
Yeah, then I can't play it. So we're going to have to rethink that.
That's really good for me. That would have been very
That would have
bad.
probably been game ending. Almost, at least.
Almost.
Well, I believe in that case, I think it's good for me to just stick a couple Empowers on myself. I could actually throw Empowers on Jake for double black magic triggers, which is not unreasonable.
That is not an unreasonable play.
Because after the first one, they're doing nothing, really.
Basically.
I mean,
I already have infinite power.
I essentially put him to 5 power for the rest of the game, which is essentially what his deck's already at. So 0-1, deal 4, gain 2 is pretty decent. But I am worried about him second winding and just killing me. So that's an interesting choice. Because I've got quite a few tools. Let's see, I could go up to quite a bit of life with that. Okay, I've decided that this is our sick game plan. So,
okay.
I'm going to start by sticking an Empower to you.
Awesome.
So, I will get 2 black magic triggers.
I go down to 19.
I go up to 19.
That
He's
second
double
wins me.
black magic.
Yes.
Got it. That's why the first black magic triggered something.
Yes, yes it is. I twice scorned back a black
Okay,
magic
here we
from
go.
my
Here we
discard.
go. Okay,
He's
so
never going to see this play coming.
This is where I have to take a lot of time because this is the choice that wins me the game or loses me the game.
Steel Wool guy says, Alex, stab yourself. He can't beat you if you're beating you.
Damn straight.
Okay, so I go.
So as
Okay.
Jake tanks,
So now I'm gonna play math of I have 5 and 5. This is the cards I could draw. Do I have lethal? Because raw damage wise, I have lethal. It's about being able to actually play the cards,
yeah.
which is the hard part. Okay, so I think that I have to. I think I have to play this. That's how we win. Okay, here's the lines, boys.
All right.
All right.
So at this point, I'm going to do something that I never thought I would ever do. And it's going to be sweet.
I just realized I made a display.
So-
all right, here we go.
I'm going to empower you.
All right.
Double black magic trigger.
Yes.
I will go up to 21. I am going to empower you.
Ooh.
Going up to
Ooh.
23.
Ooh, that's scary.
And
This
you're
is
going down to
11.
Down to 11. That's what I thought. All right. I'm going to Sooth Spirit you.
Okay.
So you're going to
Net lose 2 life. I'm
net
down
lose
to 9.
2. I am still going to gain my 2. And I gain a power. I am at 25. Then I am going to hit you with a Cry of the Flock.
Yep.
Silence 2ing you.
All right. And that puts me down to 5.
Puts you down to 5.
So this is the have it or you're dead.
And I am at 27. And notably, we were exactly 1 power away from killing you.
All right.
But
all right.
you get to live another day,
Okay.
so
I think I get there.
go ahead.
27. Okay.
27 through 2 silence.
So 2 silence isn't a problem. All my things are attacks.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna
See
go
if he
down
can
to
do it.
2. Okay. Gonna draw a card.
this is a blast.
So here's where I misplayed because I did not take the unbind.
Unbind would have been good.
I took a Raven Shift instead in case I needed to draw into more things.
Is Unbind the one that can destroy 2?
That gets rid of 2 instances of control.
Got it. Unmake.
Yes.
Yes, Unmake is that
I
one.
believe the opening is a Harrow because you have a projection. So I'm going to go down to 4 and 2. I'm going to 9 you and silence 2.
Okay. So I am.
Don't worry about the
9
control. Worry about
and
the damage.
Silence 2. So I take 9 going to 18.
Okay. Now I go to 3. I play an Energize. I'm going to go back up to 5.
Okay.
I'm going to play another Harrow.
That's another 9 damage. I am at 9. Silence 4. At this point, Jake might even live if he passes the turn.
I actually just kill you here. So I'm going to go -1/-1. I'm going to 7 you.
Yep.
And then I'm going to play a Raven Shift.
Oh, no, it's Paytex.
Initiative draw. I also use my initiative to draw.
Yep.
And then I will Curse Bolt you for lethal.
And I am dead. Good game, Jake. That's a close game.
Oh.
That was really close. That was I had the
The things this deck can do at 5 and 5.
I had
are
the
truly
Castaway in my hand. So if I had 1 more power, I was just gonna kill you,
Yeah,
which was
that was a good game.
pretty sick.
I have never seen someone put an Empower on another person.
Yeah, that's the first
3
time.
empowers.
That's the first time I have ever put an empower on someone, let alone 3 of them.
I'll soothsaying you, or not soothsaying. What's the
Yeah, Soothspiriting.
Soothspirit you.
I'll soothspirit you.
Yeah, because I still gained 2.
And damage him more.
Yeah, and damage him 2.
Damage him too.
Yeah, it was sick.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet. It was pretty sweet. All right.
Also, I 28'd you.
Yeah, you 29'd me.
29'd you.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you were playing a Winterborn, I almost won. Or if you were playing an Ebony Mage, I almost one shot you.
Yeah.
Because they have
Yeah,
32
so,
health.
yeah, I mean that's the like the very explosive
Yeah. That is why
feeling of that deck. So but anyway, you also got to see the really fun
Curse Blade.
side of black magic.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, well, this is absolutely shenanigans. Just have all the power and please kill me.
That was a Yu-Gi-Oh episode, right?
Yeah, that was a Yu-Gi-Oh episode, absolutely.
I found the heart of the cards. The heart of the cards were with me this
That's
time.
a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. But if I make infinite Karibos, your blue eyes can never attack through.
Yeah. Do you guys want to give us a sign off?
Yeah, I think that was a sweet game. So this has been Alex.
And I'm Jake. Thank you guys for watching the stream.
Yeah, this has been super fun. It went really well at Paradise tonight. So thanks to Paradise for having Ivion, and thanks to everyone who came out. Thanks to everyone who tuned into the stream who couldn't come out. And you guys will probably see me on the Paradise Games stream at some other time talking about Magic. So
Yeah. And I as well, probably.
yeah, so we'll see you guys later. Night.
Have a good one.